Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to my questions and answers live stream. I hope we will enjoy the few hours that we will spend on live stream. As it is the first time that I ever do something like this, I'm a little bit excited because I don't know what will happen and I don't know how I will make it good or bad. I hope that some people will watch my live stream and ask me some questions and will not laugh about me, because I'm really excited because it's the first time I ever sit in front of the camera live and speak with you people. So I hope it will be a good experience for all of us. So, is anybody already here and would like to ask me some questions? Because I really not prepared much. I wanted to be as spontaneous as possible. I can also speak in German. Ich kann auch auf Deutsch reden, wenn viele Deutsche hier sind. Ihr müsst es mir nur sagen, dann werde ich mich entsprechend anpassen. Also, vielleicht fange ich mal an. Ich erzähle ein bisschen über mich. I will start to tell something about me. I'm a sports journalist and I'm specialized in aesthetic sports. Ich bin Sportjournalist und auf ästhetische Sportarten spezialisiert. I started to do videos of equestrian vaulting in 2003. Im Jahr 2003 habe ich das erste Mal Voltigieren gefilmt und Turniere gefilmt. Und rhythmische Gymnastik habe ich dann 2008 in mein Programm mit reingenommen. I added rhythmic gymnastics in 2008 to my program. I'm not sure if my chat is working or if really nobody is speaking with me. I will check. I had some technical problems to prepare. Now I see the chat. Hello. Now I can see what you are writing. I had some technical problems to set up my equipment. Normally on competitions, I know what to do. I have everything prepared. It's a thing of half an hour to set up everything. But here at my home, the technique was completely different, and so I had to adjust everything. So we have a few questions already. Alex Daniel Yakimenko Alexeyev is asking, imagine you had 30 megabit down but 1 megabit up. What do you think will your viewers be able to hear you cursing on the stream? I have such situations. Like yesterday we were in Wemmel at the Christmas trophy and we had a 4G LTE connection, and the network was not so good, the mobile net, and I had very often that the stream was running low and I had to adjust my bit rate. So finally I broadcasted with only 1200 kilobit, which is the lowest that I can stream to have it in a good quality. But it works, and if the connection is really too low, then I cannot do a live stream. So that's. But most cases the live stream is good. The internet connections is good, except for some countries where there's really bad internet, like France and Italy. How am I doing? Yeah. We had a very exhausting competition yesterday. Barney and I were 14 hours working on the camera. I got 7 hours sleep last night. I arrived home at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then when I woke up and I thought, oh my god, I have to do a live stream today and I have to prepare everything, and I was still tired, but then I got really excited and now I'm very awake. Chrissa writes, are you married? No, I'm not married. I even don't have a girlfriend at the moment because of my way of life, all the traveling all the time with up to 30 competitions in a year. I don't think that any woman, any wife would cope with that. And I also didn't meet the right woman So I'm not married at the moment. Does it ever become boring to film in competitions? Yeah, boring not really, because I always have something to do. I have to write the scores in my Excel list. I have to look for the starting lists and to see if if the starting list is okay, and if the gymnast or the vaulter is the right one, because I also add lower thirds, so that's the small text in the bottom of the video with the names of the girls, so I have always something to do. But when competitions run very slowly with lots of breaks between two starters, then when you have 10-11 hours on the camera, then you fall into a hole, and it's like oh, okay, you have to do something to not fall asleep. But you have, on the other side, to concentrate all the time on the video, to focus on the gymnasts or on the vaulters, to follow everything. It's not easy sometimes, especially when the small little girls that all do the same routine. Okay, for the girls it's exciting, and for the parents it's exciting. But when you see 10 girls doing the same routine, it really can get boring a little bit. But that's the job, and we love it, we like it, we do our best to film everybody that way they deserve it. Hallo Marc, ich finde die Videos echt super, leider manchmal sehr schlechter Empfang, ansonsten eine echt gute Idee. Hello Marc, your videos are super, sometimes there's a bad connection. Otherwise, good idea. Thank you, Waldemar. Dankeschön. Ja, manchmal kann man nichts tun, wenn die Internetverbindung schlecht ist, dann ist die Qualität dann halt entsprechend niedrig, da kann man nichts machen. Sometimes when the internet quality is not good, you have to lower the bitrate, and so the picture gets blurry, but there's nothing you can do. That is internet. We have to live with that. Internet is a very beautiful, very good technology, which is, imagine a few years ago it was not possible to view video through the internet. I mean, let's say 20 years ago, the internet was like 56k modem or 64 kilobit ISDN speed. And with that you could not dream about sending video in real time via internet to viewers at home. So the technology improved a lot, and every year internet gets faster. We have 3G, 4G, 5G sometimes in the future maybe. So it will be possible to stream very high quality video to all devices, even on mobile devices. Imagine some years ago the only communication tool with the mobile phone was to write an SMS to somebody. And today everybody uses it to view videos in real time. So, hi Mark, yesterday it was pretty late. Hope you had a good sleep. Oh, you can imagine. I arrived home at 3 o'clock in the morning. I just put my stuff into my flat and went to bed. And I fell asleep just 10 minutes after I hit my pillow. And I had 7 hours sleep. I even did not set the alarm clock because I thought you need to sleep. It was very exhausting. 14 hours, imagine 14 hours with only 2-3 breaks to go to the toilet. After that you are really exhausted. But I had a good sleep. Yeah, I slept like a dead person. What about your income from doing videos and live streams? Are you satisfied with it? Not really. You know, with my videos it's a little bit difficult because they have all music in it. And music is a big problem in YouTube nowadays. A few years ago it was no problem, but the music industry saw, hey, we can make good money with the videos people upload on YouTube because they use our music. So today they claim literally every video with some music in it, and they get the complete income from the advertising, and the creator that uploaded the video doesn't get anything. For people who make it as a hobby, who, let's say, film their own girl doing a ballet dance or a gymnastics routine and upload it, for that people it is okay when the music industry says, okay, you can use our music, but we get your income. But for me, I have to live from these videos. It's very hard nowadays. On the other hand, many of my videos I upload get blocked in many countries. Meanwhile, YouTube gave the music industry even more power. They can, for example, set up a video policy that when the music is in a video, they claim the complete income, and they even don't give the creator the chance to remove the audio. The only thing you can do then is to complain about this, and it will never give you any chance to do when that happens. The only thing you can do is delete the video, remove the audio track and upload it again, so it will not be claimed. That's a big problem for me. Let me see. Why don't you come to film in Holon anymore? Yeah, in Holon, I don't know actually. The last time I wanted to be in Holon, they said we don't want to pay you the hotel anymore, and I don't know. In the past they invited Barney and me to come to the Grand Prix. They paid our flights and the hotels, and we worked for them to do the official video and live stream and photos. But the last time we spoke with them, they said we cannot do anything for you. So that's when I have to pay to come to a competition, and I know that I will make a loss being there. Will lose money instead of earning money. Then I cannot do that because I have to live from my work, and when I can't live from it, when I have to pay to be there, when it's a loss for me, I cannot spend the time to do it. That's why we were not in Holon the last years. Hope you understand. I would love to come to Holon if they invite us, like in the past, and cover our travel expenses and our accommodation. Then I can do that. But when they say you have to do all yourself, then we cannot do that. I really love to be in Holon. You know, it was always a wonderful competition with beautiful and wonderful gymnasts. And on the Sunday we always made this trip to Jerusalem, to the Wailing Wall, to der Klagemauer, and to the old city of Jerusalem, to the I don't know, the Grabeskirche, the Church of Holy Sepulchre, I don't know the German name, and then to the Dead Sea, zum Toten Meer. This was always a very wonderful experience. I would love to come back to Holon someday. Did it ever happen that an apparatus hit you, or did something else uncomfortable happen during filming? Yes, it's always the risk for the cameraman that an apparatus can hit your camera. It happened to me a few times. One time I nearly got hit by a club. It was during the podium training, where many girls are on the floor and doing their thing. One time my camera was hit by a ball, but nothing serious happened so far. It's usual. I'm always happy when my camera is intact after the competition. Mark, I'm always so thankful for your talent. I have great souvenirs for my daughter with you hard work, and this is blessing we need to focus on. Yeah, thank you very much, Christelle. We are always happy when you guys order our photos and videos, and it's always a good memory. You know, maybe when a girl doesn't care about her photos and videos now, when she will be older, she will say, "Oh, I see the photos and it's a beautiful memory for me." Maybe in 10, 15 years they will see the photos, they will show the photos and videos to their daughters or to their children and say, "Look, this is your mommy. I did rhythmic gymnastics or I did equestrian vaulting. Look, this is me." And even when they say today, "I'm not interested to see my videos and photos, I know who I am, who I look like, I don't need to see it," in a few years everybody says, "I want to see my photos and videos from the past." You understand? Hey yo Gimli. It is incredible you are allowed to film behind the scenes training. How did you get the permission to do so? Yeah, it's long and hard work. You need to build some trusts between the competition organizers and of course between the coaches and you and the gymnasts and you. So when the people trust you, everything is possible. And when you behave so that the people can trust you, then it's no problem. There are competitions when they say, "Okay, no behind the scenes," that's okay then. There are competitions where they say, "Okay, but ask the girls if they're okay with filming then." And then I go to the gymnast and ask them, "Is it okay?" And they say yes, or they say no, and then I can react the way. So I know all of you are very excited to see the training and warm-up videos, which is normally things you don't see often, because the TV doesn't care for behind the scenes; they care only for the competitions. And it's also my intention to show you guys, to show the fans the hard work the gymnasts have to show their routine on the floor, because mostly everybody sees only what is happening on the floor, and they don't see the hard work which is behind that. The gymnasts, the top gymnasts, they train 6 days a week, 8 to 10 hours a day. For them it's very hard training, which people usually don't get to see when they see the gymnasts in all the glittering Swarovski crystals and the shining and the smiling. So my intention is also to show the hard work the gymnasts do to be such a good gymnast on the floor. And I want to show you how the girls train, how they warm up, and to show you the work they do. Warum fehlt manchmal der Ton, zum Beispiel beim Voltigieren? Sind die Urheberrechte schuld? Why is the audio sometimes missing? For example, at vaulting, is it because of the copyright? Ja, Gimli, das ist hundertprozentig nur wegen des Copyrights. Viele meiner Videos werden mittlerweile von der Musikindustrie geclaimed und die entscheiden dann, was mit dem Video passiert. Ob das Video überhaupt zu sehen ist, ob das Video in manchen Ländern blockiert ist, ob das Video weltweit blockiert ist. Daher kann ich nur hingehen und den Ton entfernen, um das Video überhaupt zu zeigen oder um der Gefahr zu entgehen, dass da noch Schlimmeres passiert, als dass mein Video blockiert wird. I will explain in English again. When there's no sound in a video, it's because of the copyrights. I have to remove the audio track which is claimed by the music industry, because my videos sometimes get blocked worldwide or in some countries, and in any case when the music industry claims my video, all the advertising income of the video goes directly to the music industry. So I literally work then only for YouTube and the music industry, and I don't see any cent for the work I had with the video because of the music that is inside. It's a very big issue for me, and I discuss with YouTube all the time. You know, I'm sports journalist. Ich bin Sportjournalist, und for me it is when I record vaulting or rhythmic gymnastics. As a sports journalist, you have to show the reality how it is, without editing it much, without destroying the meaning of it. And the problem with rhythmic gymnastics and vaulting is that the music is a very important part of the show the girls do and the vaulters do, because they choose the music to do their choreography to it, and I want to show these videos in original with the sound, but the music industry and the YouTube policy concerning these copyright things makes it for me impossible to show the video as it was, because I have many problems with all the copyright thing. I even got 2 strikes this year. For luck it was not in the same period of time. You know, when a copyright owner says, hey, this is my copyrighted work and this guy is using this music that is my property, he's using it without my okay. So I want YouTube, please go and remove this video and give this guy a strike. And you know, when this happens, you get a strike, a copyright strike. It's a big problem, because you need only 3 strikes and then YouTube will shut down your channel completely. It will be removed completely, and then you have to go to court to make to let a judge decide if it was okay or if it was not okay, and if the YouTube channel can be going online again. It's a very big problem. That's why I started removing all the music that is claimed, because for me it's a big problem with all this music and the policy YouTube runs with all this music copyrights. Gimli, ich hoffe, du hast verstanden, was ich erklärt habe, sonst kann ich es gerne nochmal auf Deutsch erklären. Lass mich einfach wissen, weil ich bin mir nicht sicher. Just tell me which of you speaks English and which of you speaks German. I see at the moment there are 12 viewers, so we are in a very small round. Okay, you are a passion in action. It's really inspiring to hear your feedback on your hard work. Thank you very much, Christelle. Will you be in Poland Winter Cup on 28th February? Oh, I didn't ever heard of this competition. But end of February, I think, is Miss Valentine Cup. But I'm not sure. We are at the moment planning all the competitions for next year, and staying in contact with all the competition organizers to revisit the competitions where we already were. For the moment, everything is a little bit fluent with the competitions, and many competitions are taking place at the same weekend, which is a big problem for us. So we have to see. But I will see when I'll be there. I'm not sure yet. How long do you usually take to cut your videos? Oh, good question. It depends on on the kind of competition. For example, if it's a Grand Prix, it's a very small program, let's say. It's a competition like a Grand Prix. I have to go a little bit more in detail. On the competitions, I record all routines in single video files. And from these video files, I will edit a longer video. In this longer video, or more longer videos, because every competition has about 3 to 6 or more DVDs later, or full HD videos. So I edit them to fit everything in a good timing, because, for example, I cannot put 5 hours competition on one video DVD, because the quality then will be, oh, nobody wants to watch it. So I have to make it in slower parts. For example, 2.5 hours for a video DVD is totally okay. The maximum would be around 3 hours, but I prefer to have 2.5 hours around the videos for the video DVDs. And for the full HD videos as well, I use the same videos for the full HD offers, which I use also for the video DVDs. So I don't know if you guys know it, on my online shop you can order all competitions on video DVD, and the competitions since 2017 also as full HD videos to watch in perfect quality on a big TV screen, and that's the work with it. For the video DVDs, I also have to create the menu pages, because you can select every routine in a menu, in a graphical menu, to play the gymnast and the apparatus you want to see. So on competitions like Winter Cup in Sofia, for example, it's much more work, because the competition was 4 days. It was very tough competition. Also, we were there for 12 to 14 hours on the cameras, and I have around 900 single video files from this competition. And the biggest problem is there was no scoring at the competition. There was no scoreboard, there was no live scoring, there was nothing. I saw the first scores after the competition when they sent me the results. And to edit my videos, you know, I edit the videos so that the last place is at the beginning of the video, and then it goes up to the first place. So the first place is always at the end of the video, and the last place at the beginning. So it's the quality, let's say the ranking rises up to during the view of the video. So if you watch a full video, you will start with the last place, go with the second last place, third last place, so on, to the third place, second place, and first place. And to edit all this, of course, you obviously need to have the scores in your videos and in your sorting the videos. So from Academic Winter Cup, I will spend a few hours now to write all scores by hand in my Excel list. That's the thing that I normally do during the competitions. You know, when there's a competition without a live scoring, I give you guys in the live stream, in the chat room, always the scores when I have them. And during competition, I write down the scores in my Excel lists, and then I have this work done after the competition. And then I can directly start to edit everything. But for Winter Cup, I first have to write all scores in my Excel list. This will be a nice work to do in the next 2 weeks. But in smaller competitions, I'm very used to edit everything. It's for me, it's routine to edit everything. But it's also many hours of work, and not only for me, but also for my computers, because when I finish a project, I edit it in Pinnacle Studio. I know it's a very old software, and but for me it's a perfect software because I can sort the different scenes directly in the software, and with newer programs like Avid Studio, or I don't know what the other names are, it's a little bit difficult because they are used to linear editing, so you have everything in one timeline and have to edit it there, and on a timeline it's very hard work to sort the videos in the right order. That's why I use the old Pinnacle Studio software. It's perfect for me. And when I have these projects finished, it's for my computer a lot of work to render them to a new complete video file. And then it's hard work for my computers to encode these videos in the form that I need. For example, I need to encode the videos to the video format for video DVDs, and I have to convert it also to the form I want to have as a full HD videos. So it's a lot of work to finish DVDs of competitions. Let's see, I'm missing... I hope I don't miss any questions. I've forgotten how long yeah. Do you work together with Barney Tirov, or do you just meet him there all the time? No, Barney and I are a team since some years. We usually travel to competitions together. We offer the competition organizers our photo and video service, and we always sit on the same table at the competition. We travel together through the competitions. We work as a team, and you know, we offer for the gymnasts to get their own photos and videos for a small price. Barney's photos and my videos in a package. For example, at the Christmas trophy, the gymnast that had only one routine had to pay 20 euro to get the photos and the video, and the gymnast with 2 or more routines paid 30 euro to get their photos and videos. It's a very, very small price, you have to understand, as we want to make it possible for everybody to get their photos and videos, not only for the rich people, but also for the not so rich people. That's why we have such a low price. We work together. Barney and I are a team since 2009 or so. I knew Barney's photos since year 2000, 2001. That's when I started to be online, to be in the internet, and to browse around. And I was interested in rhythmic gymnastics already in the early 90s, when it was on TV regularly. I don't know why I always loved more aesthetic sports. I'm not into football or team sports that I say usual for men, men's sports. I prefer to watch rhythmic gymnastics and later equestrian vaulting, and also ballet and musicals, and I really prefer the aesthetic sports and aesthetic dance to any other sports. So when I started to be online in the early 2000, 2001, Barney's website was literally one of the only websites where there was photos of rhythmic gymnastics. And that's how I got to know Barney's photos. And it took a couple of years because I started filming equestrian vaulting in 2003. And later in 2008 I also added rhythmic gymnastics to my program. You have to know, equestrian vaulting is usually in spring and summer and autumn. And then you have the winter and the early spring. There's no competitions in equestrian vaulting. So basically there were 4 months or so which didn't go to competitions because there weren't any competitions in vaulting. So I started to think, hey, you like rhythmic gymnastics, why you don't look if you can go to rhythmic gymnastics as well, because the work is literally the same. It's only a different motive. So I started in 2008 to go to smaller competitions first, to regional championships, Rheinische Meisterschaften, or something like that. And in 2008 I filmed the German championships, rhythmic gymnastics in group, Deutsche Meisterschaften in rhythmische Gymnastikgruppen. And that was the first time I met Barney, because it was in Koblenz. Barney had a photo stand there in the competition hall. And that was the first time I met Barney. And I went to him and said, hello, nice to meet you. You know, I follow your photos since a few years and it's now nice to see you here. So we chatted a little bit and that was it. And I asked him, do you go to any interesting competitions where I maybe should also go or ask to go? And he said, yes, I will be in Bochum at Interconti Club Cup later this year, and also at the Happy Cup in Happy Gym Cup in Belgium, in Ghent. So I wrote to the competition organizers and they invited me to come. So in 2008 then was my first international competition, was in Bochum, the Interconti Club Cup. Edita Schaufler organized the competition. She's a former German gymnast. And this was the first time that I saw international gymnasts live. And it was like a complete new world for me, because I saw only German gymnasts, which I thought, oh, they are nice, they are good, whoa. And then I saw these girls from Russia, from Ukraine, from Azerbaijan, from Uzbekistan. They were all there competing. And it was the first time that I recorded Margarita Mamoun. She was a young kid there, a very small girl, and she competed for Bangladesh at that time. And she won in her category everything, and I thought, wow, what a wonderful gymnast. And then a few years later she gets Olympic champion. The world is very small. And later Barney and I talk a little bit more, and then we decided, hey, why don't we do our work together? I mean, photo and video, it's a good thing to come together. So that's how we started our cooperations. And from that time on, we wrote to competition organizers, hello, we are Barney and Mark. We do photo and video service. If you're interested to have us on your competitions, please let us know and we can discuss the details. And it's easier for both of us because I'm better in English than Barney. I make then all communication with organizers and organize everything with the flights, and so it's a good cooperation we found together. Of course, we sometimes have fights for another. It's quite normal. People say you are like an old couple. We said, no, we are not a couple, we are just friends. And friends sometimes fight with each other. So if you guys see us sometimes on a competition and we are screaming at each other, it's nothing serious. Don't worry about that. So now I have to see in the chat again, because I'm talking and talking and talking and talking, but with only few viewers, it's not getting such bing 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 chat like the big YouTubers have. If you ever saw a chat at the major YouTuber like Gronk or Zarazar or Commander Krieger with their gaming live streams, with their gaming videos, then you see it's impossible to follow all the chats. Here it is quite slowly. This is good for me to not being overwhelmed with everything. Hi Marc, musst du dich bei den Turnieren anmelden oder fragen die dich an? Ja, Britta. Viele Turnierveranstalter fragen mich an. Bei manchen Turnieren muss ich anfragen, weil die gar nicht daran denken, dass es Sinn macht, da einen Videografen zu haben. Zum Beispiel, wenn es darum geht, beim Voltigieren, World Equestrian Games. Das ist sowas wie die Olympischen Spiele im Voltigieren. Oder nicht im Voltigieren, in den Pferdesportdisziplinen. Da sind halt alle Disziplinen auf einem Fleck und die haben natürlich dann entsprechend Fernsehübertragungen und Host-Broadcaster und alles. Da muss ich mich dann anmelden und fragen, ob das okay ist. Aber bei den mittlerweile, die meisten Turniere, zu denen ich gehe, sind die, auf die wir eingeladen werden. Und damit ist das Jahr eigentlich auch schon sehr gut abgedeckt mit den Turnieren, wo man eingeladen wird. Es hat auch einen ganz anderen Stellenwert, wenn du eingeladen wirst zu einem Turnier, dann wissen die Turnierverantwortlichen deine Arbeit wertzuschätzen. Wenn du anfragen musst bei einem Turnier, dann bist du der Bittsteller. Und so wirst du dann teilweise auch behandelt. Deswegen fahre ich lieber zu Turnieren, wo wir eingeladen werden. I explain in English for everybody. Britta asked if I have to ask the competition organizers or if the competition organizers ask me to come. Usually the competition organizers ask us if we want to come, or we send them our conditions for photo and video service and they decide if they want to have us or not. Most organizers invite us then when we send them our conditions, but for some competitions they will never come to the idea to invite people like me, small videographers like me. For example, the World Equestrian Games, it's the biggest event in equestrian sports besides the Olympic Games, of course, because at World Equestrian Games all equestrian disciplines come together. It's jumping, reining, and western, and dressage, and vaulting, of course. And then I have to ask the organizers if it's okay when I film the vaulting competitions, because they never would come to the idea to invite a small videographer or YouTuber like me. So, sehr ausführlich und I just wanted to drink something and the water is attacking me. This is life. Sorry, I have to drink something because talking all the time makes my throat a little bit dry. This is no advertising for my mineral water. Also, I'm a little bit cold because the last 3 weeks were very busy and very hard and no time for resting. And in Estonia it was already winter with snow, and in Sofia it was winter with snow, and somehow I got a little bit cold there. And also the competition hall yesterday was not heated, so I sat there with my winter jacket all day because it was freezing there. I'm very sad for the girls that competed there. I think they will all be ill in the next 2 weeks because it was so cold in the hall. Is there really no alternative to YouTube as a video provider? Not really. There is only Vimeo or Dailymotion in France. Dailymotion is the second biggest video page in France, but it's only known in France. It's not known anywhere else, and YouTube is the biggest video provider in the world. I think 90% of any videos that are online are on YouTube. So there's no other way to go to another provider. Also, the other providers will also have content ID and will block the music and so on. The only thing is the content ID system of YouTube, of Google, really works, because YouTube and Google, they have many years experience to perfect this content ID system. It's not perfect at all because sometimes it finds wrong music or something, but from all the systems that find copyrighted music in videos, this content ID from YouTube works the best. And you know, we had a new copyright regulation in the European Union, which was in April this year, went to the European Union Parliament. So with this new regulation, it will be necessary for video or for content providers, for all platforms that make photo, video, music, etc. possible to watch. All these providers will have to do upload filters. I know the politicians say, no, we don't want upload filters. But in fact, there is no other way to cope with these regulations except using upload filters. So all video platforms will in the future, when the copyright regulations, the reformation of the European Union copyright things, when it will go to national laws, then all the streaming providers will have to use something like Content ID to block the copyrighted material to be online. And either they will make their own system, but I'm pretty sure they will go to Google and say, okay Google, give us a license to use your Content ID system for our platform. And that will happen. So it doesn't matter on which platform you will upload in the future. It will be very bad situation for everybody who uses music in the video. For example, if you film someone, you are in a cafe, and in the radio in the background is a song from the Christina Aguilera, for example, playing. And you record a video which you upload to YouTube. And you hear like 4 or 5 seconds of this song from Christina Aguilera. You upload the video and Content ID will see, there is a song from Christina Aguilera. This is not their property. It will be the property of the music rights holder. So it's a very bad situation. I was thinking about completely removing the music from the video clips that I upload. I know it will destroy the complete meaning of the video, because the Walters and Gymnastics, they do the video they do their choreography to this music. But for me it's very dangerous nowadays to upload a video with music in it. Either it will be blocked worldwide, either it will be the money will be taken completely by the music industry, or in the worst case scenario I get another strike, and you know, three strikes and you are out. And it happened 2 times to me. Funny fact is, the 2 strikes I got were from the same person, but for 2 different videos. It was one video of Grand Prix Thiers, or Bruno, I don't know, remember, I think it was Bruno. The gymnast from Uzbekistan used music, and for this video, because the gymnast used the music of this bad guy, for this video I got a strike. And then 2 or 3 weeks ago I got another strike from the same person. The person was a composer. I also had some email contact with him. Maybe I will make a separate video about all these copyright problems with YouTube. And the second strike I got for a video that was 7 years old, 7 years online on my channel already. And then suddenly, strike. And after 3 months, the strikes, or after 90 days, the strike will be deleted. But if you collect within 90 days 3 strikes, your YouTube channel is gone. So I hope this answers your questions. I'm talking and talking and talking. I hope you guys can clearly understand me, because I had not much time to set up everything, and I had some problems to get my camera and my computer all work with my router here. Also had to get some cables because I never tested my equipment here at home, so I had to do all the settings from the beginning on. Happy Christmas and May 2020 be prosperous and most of all filled with health, joy and many competitions. Ah, thank you very much, Christelle. I wish you and your family the same. Yeah, I know, the Christmas is coming very fast. I looked at the calendar yesterday and I thought, oh my god, in just 10 days is Christmas. And I said, oh, I still have so much work to do that I don't even think about Christmas. Actually, I have to say, I'm not a big fan of Christmas. I don't celebrate it. I don't have a Christmas tree or any decoration for it. For me, Christmas is a little bit annoying. I'm not this Christmas fan. The only good thing is that you have a couple of days that you slow and relax and see your family again. But I don't celebrate Christmas as much as other people do with all these decorations and stuff. Will you come to any competition in Greece this year? Anastasia, I think you mean in next year, because this year is nearly over. Yes, we plan to come to Aphrodite Cup in Athens, to Irini Cup in Chalkida, maybe, to another competition in Thessaloniki. All the plannings are ongoing at the moment. You know, this year we were at Irini Cup, we were at Aphrodite Cup, we were at Royal Crown in Thessaloniki, and we... Did I forget any competition? We also wanted to go again to Spartacus Emeralds Cup, but I don't know if you guys heard it, the competition organizer died because of cancer. So the competition, of course, did not take place this year. But hopefully it will be again next time and we will come back to Thessaloniki. And Evaristo for the question. Hi Marc, zu welcher Veranstaltung bist du in Deutschland? Wie trinkst du deinen Kaffee? Schwarz mit Milch und Zucker? Dann bringe ich dir mal Kaffee, falls man sich sieht. Oh, Gümli, dankeschön. Ja, wie gesagt, die Turnierplanung ist im Gange. Beim Voltigieren ist auf jeden Fall geplant, also meine Absicht ist es, wieder deutsche Meisterschaften, deutsche Jugendmeisterschaften, 5 Länder Vergleichswettkampf, deutscher Voltigierpokal der L-Gruppen und der L-Gruppen. Bei den L-Gruppen weiß ich noch nicht, ob da gleichzeitig Istanbul Cup stattfindet. Und eventuell auch dann ein paar Regionalmeisterschaften oder Landesmeisterschaften oder Nord- oder Süddeutsche Meisterschaft. Mal sehen. Bei der rhythmischen Gymnastik haben wir noch gar keinen Plan für dieses Jahr. Witzigerweise werden wir hauptsächlich ins Ausland eingeladen zu Gymnastikturnieren und ziemlich selten in Deutschland eingeladen. Aber das ist halt so. What is your favorite Grand Prix? Difficult question, because I cannot say really what is my favorite. Every Grand Prix which I was has a different highlight. For example, in TA has the best light, because everything is in darkness, only the competition floor is lighted, so you can make good photos and videos there. And in TA I can do the best warm-up videos. There's a small ballot room, you all saw this in my videos I think. A very small ballot room where the girls prepare and do their training on the bar. and there you can make very nice videos. In Brno the people are very nice, and it's also a junior competition always there. That's why we enjoy Grand Prix Brünn much. For us it's like a holiday competition because it's not much program and nice people there, and they have good beer in Czech Republic, of course. And Holon, the Grand Prix in Holon, the special thing there was always the trip on Sunday to Jerusalem and to the Dead Sea. It was a very fantastic trip, and also Israel as a country is very interesting to visit. Which other Grand Prix? Grand Prix in Bucharest. Oh, I don't remember me much. Oh, it's a long year ago. But I cannot say this. I have a favorite Grand Prix because on every competition you find something positive and something negative. So I wouldn't take any choice. Ach ja, Gimli, meinen Kaffee trinke ich schwarz mit Zucker. Danke. Ich muss jetzt mal, I have to go forward, not that I miss something. Will you be filming any new master camps? You mean like a masterclass with Margarita Mamoun, for example? Maybe. I have to see. Last time we were at Shoulders Cup in Astana. Barney and I covered all the masterclass with Margarita Mamoun, and we have fantastic photos and video DVDs from there. We will be in Shoulders Cup in 2020 again. Maybe there will be a masterclass, we don't know yet. That's something that you can't really plan. I have already seen you at Grand Prix TA 2018 and 19. Ah, okay. Thank you, Chiara. When you see me somewhere outside, you say hello to me and say, I watch your videos there and I see you. I hope I didn't do anything stupid when you saw me. Could the artist competition not use music that is not copyrighted? Stand against American corps. Yeah, in my opinion, the only thing that could solve these problems would be when the sports, the athletes, the gymnasts and the vaulters get a license for their music from the right holders, and with this license they should be able to use this music for everything. For their competitions, for uploading videos of their competitions, and so the people that make the videos and upload it to YouTube won't get any problems, because when there's a license which covers all these things, using on competitions and using in videos of the competitions, and if I had such a license and could show here Sony Music, Warner Music, and whatsoever, I have a license from this athlete bought a license from you, and so I am allowed to show this video online. That would be the only solution, I think. Or when they would accept that sports journalism is a thing of fair use. You know, in America, the copyright has something that is called fair use. But fair use is also very difficult, because it's not something like a regulation, like a if-then scenario. If music of sports, then it's okay. If music used for a music video, then it's not okay. The problem with fair use is when you say, in my opinion, this is fair use, then you have to go to a court to have some lawyers and to fight with the other side, and then a judge has to decide in every single case separately if the use of this music is fair use or not. So let me a little bit explain in detail. When I upload a video with music, it will be found by Content ID that the music is copyrighted by let's say Sony Music Group, SMG. They claim the video, they block the video because they don't want their music to be shown worldwide. And then you go and say, look, I'm a sports journalist. This music is used by an athlete for their choreography. So in my opinion, to show this video with this music included is a fair use of this music. That's what you can say to them. You can say, please, dear right holder, check this case again. In my opinion, it's fair use because blah blah blah. Normally then people would watch and would say, okay, maybe it's fair use, maybe not. Let's say, okay, it's fair use, click. But of course the music industry would never do that. Because, you know, when you complain about a content ID case, a copyright case, it's not an independent people that will look into the case. No, the case goes directly to the copyright holder. So YouTube says, dear music industry, please control yourself. Please do whatever you want. So of course the music industry gets this complaint about the content ID blocking, and they will of course say, no, it's not fair use, click. I tried it sometimes when I created from Grand Prix Brünn the top 3 videos of the finals of the junior all-around, senior all-around, and of the junior and senior finals. I made top 3 videos and uploaded to my channel. And then I said, okay, let's try it. I will complain about every content ID hit. And literally in seconds after I sent my complaint to the rights holder, it was denied. It was refused. So when you complain about a copyright content ID claim, then the music industry will nearly automatically refuse it, say, no, do what you want, this is our copyright and we don't care about fair use. Then the only chance you have is to go to court and let the judge decide if this case is fair use or if this case is not a fair use. And you know, no YouTuber on this planet has the money and the time to have a fight at a United States of America court with the music industry, who have literally millions of lawyers, armies of lawyers that are specialized in keeping the copyright stuff clean. So no YouTuber will ever go to court and fight about about fair use. That's the problem. And so the only thing I can do is remove the music, and that's all. So let me see. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ah, Barney ist online. Moin Marc, war um 3 Uhr zu Hause. Ja, ich auch. Ich habe 7 Stunden geschlafen. So lange habe ich schon lange nicht mehr geschlafen. Barney was also at home at 3 o'clock in the morning. And hope you had a good sleep, Barney. Mark, your connection works fine. Thank you. I wasn't sure about it, because I have my laptop now with Wi-Fi, and I had to use a cable which is way too short to my router, to the camera. First I tried to do it with my webcam, and I tested my webcam and the audio quality was so bad. So I decided, okay, you have to set up your normal camera again to do this live stream for you. I hope the audio quality is okay and you can understand what I'm talking about. Bin gerade aufgestanden. Ja, guten Morgen, Barney. Good morning. You will come for Grand Prix TA 2020? Yes, I hope so. I have to see with the competition organizers if they want to have me there, because every year they say maybe we have some media school that will do the live stream. If we don't have this media school, then we will ask you, something like that. So I'm not sure if that will be at Grand Prix TA. I hope so. I always love it to be there. Barney says, you are the best video manager and administrator which I know. Yes, okay, I hope it's a compliment, because I don't know how many video managers and administrators he knows. Did you speak French? Chiara, did you speak French? I can understand French when the people speak slowly. In France, the first thing I say to the French people is, "Oh, parle lentement, s'il vous plaît." And then they say, okay. Then they are laughing, and then they're trying to be slower, then I understand them. I can speak a little bit French. I prefer not to do it, because my French is horrible. I had French in school for just 3 years, or 4 years, I don't remember. And but nothing really stayed in my head, so I could not communicate in French with people. I can understand when they speak with me in French. The meaning I understand then. If I don't understand some words, I have to ask them, but I don't speak French. Je ne parle pas français. Je suis bête et parle français. Er sagte schon, ihr seid wie ein altes Ehepaar. Ja, Barney, ich weiß nicht, seit wann du zuguckst, aber ich habe eben schon ein bisschen aus dem Nähkästchen geplaudert über uns und wie verrückt wir beide sind. Just told Barney that I already spoke a little bit about our relationship and how crazy we are and so on. I'm not sure since what time he is watching. What kind of languages do you speak? Obviously I speak German, Deutsch, ich spreche Deutsch, English, and I try to learn at least to say hello and thank you in the language of the country where we go. For example, in, let's say, Uzbekistan, it's Salam Alaikum for hello and Rahmat for thank you. Or in Kazakhstan, it's Rahmet. In India, I forgot what it was in India. It's a little bit... I will have to look for that again. But we visit many countries and we try at least to learn to say hello and thank you in these languages. Toda in Israel, Shalom. Aita in Estonia, and Tere for hello. So, anybody has another question? Did you have some anecdotes of competitions to tell us? Ooh. Anecdotes of competitions. It was so many competitions. And now that you ask me, I don't find any anecdote to tell. Denkst du nicht, es ist besser in die Kamera zu sehen? Ich glaube, das ist persönlicher. Ja, das könnte ich. Ja, aber dann sehe ich nicht, was im Chatroom vor sich geht. Und wenn man die ganze Zeit in die Kamera starrt, dann, das wirkt dann so ein bisschen so wie RTL-Nachmittagsprogramm.
Aber ich glaube, ich weiß nicht, ob das natürlicher wirkt, wenn ich in die Kamera gucke oder so tue, als wäre die Kamera gar nicht da. What do you guys think? Should I look into the camera like this? Or should I just look on my computer in your chat and see and behave like there is no camera next to me? What do you think? Normal in die Kamera sehen. Okay, what is normal? I don't know what is normal. Maybe I can tell you about the first competition that I ever recorded on video. It was a vaulting competition. It was the German Championships in Aachen in 2003. I had a new camera and I never used it for a big thing. And as I wanted, I think I have to explain a little bit more in detail. I have a normal job that I have a computer store. I run my own computer store in my hometown where I fix computers and install software and everything that a computer store does. And I have one customer who had always problems with editing videos and with using his Pinnacle Studio software. So I had to be often there for him to help with his problems. And doing so, I learned a little bit about video editing because I had no experience with video editing before. I saw it at my customer. He made some holiday movies and had to edit them. And that's how I got interested in filming and in editing videos. So I made myself a Christmas present that year. I think it was in 2001. I bought a camera, a video camera. And then I started to film, like for example, some events in Carnival in Carnival in our hometown and edited. And I thought, okay, maybe I should film something bigger just to learn how to edit the videos, how to make video DVDs, how to learn the basics. And then there was this German Championships in vaulting, and then I said, okay, I will take my camera with me and will record the competition and will later learn how to edit everything. So that was in 2003. I filmed the whole competition and it took me nearly 4 months to finish the work on it because I had to learn everything from the beginning. I had to learn the basics, I have to read tutorials, to read manuals, to read about the basic theory of filming and so on. And when I finished it, I thought, okay, now I'm able to do this. And later that year, I got a girlfriend who was also an equestrian vaulter, and with her I went to vaulting competitions more regularly, because before that I was not on much competitions. So with my girlfriend then I went to competitions, and then I filmed the competitions, and then I started to offer the video DVDs on my... First, it was not even on my website. There was a message board for vaulting, very common. That at that time it was long before Facebook and so on. So there were only message boards to communicate. And there I offered my video DVD. It was just one DVD of this competition, and the people got interested and ordered it from me. And this was in 2004. Was the Bundessichtung in Rede, some competition where would be decided which vaulter go to the European Championships or to the World Championships. Then I was also at the World Championships 2014 in Austria, in Stadel Paura, but I didn't film there anything, I just enjoyed the competition. I was there with my girlfriend, and Then in 2005 I got invited to Hello? Still working? Warum schreibt Barney kaputt? Is there a problem with the live stream? I'm always confused when someone writes it's broken or something like that. Does it work? Can someone give me some feedback, please? I'm always confused when someone writes it's broken. On my side everything is okay, but I'm not sure. Can someone give me some feedback? Okay, for me looks everything good, but it works. Okay, thank you. Thanks for confusing me, Barney. So in 2004, then, in 2005, I got invited to the European Championships in vaulting, and that was my first major event that I filmed. And in the same year, I also was invited to the German Championships in vaulting. And that's how I grow bigger from year to year, because on that time my DVDs were very often asked for. I'm still not sure. You said Jana Beretsko-Magranda was very nice. Can you tell me about her? Do you have a favorite gymnast? I didn't speak much with Jana Beretsko. I saw her in competitions and training. I don't know what to tell about her. She was, I think she was a little bit shy, and Laura Jung was a little bit more open. I cannot say much. Can you tell me about her? Do you have a favorite gymnast? Oh, I got many times asked this question, and I don't have any favorite gymnast. It's and even if I had a favorite gymnast, I wouldn't tell you, because then all other gymnasts would say, "Oh, no." I have gymnasts that I like much, but I don't have any favorite gymnasts. I like, for example, much Varvara Filiu. She's a very nice girl, and you can have conversations with her. Margarita Mamoun is very funny. She is a very nice girl. She's very natural, even if she is a superstar and an Olympic champion. She's like a normal girl. She's not flying away. She's you can speak with her just normal. One time I had an interview with her, and she was very nice, and during the master classes, very nice girl, and her English gets better from year to year. She's a very good English speaking girl. There was some minor encoding lags, but now it's okay. Yes, okay. Then I know. Maybe my computer is also a little bit cold. Sorry, I have to drink again. So how about you tell me something about you? How did you get to my channel? What is the favorite video you watched on my channel? Tell me a little bit. What do you want to see on my channel? What can I do for you to make you feel better? Just write me in the comments something. How did you find my channel? And how many videos did you watch on my channel? What are your favorite videos? I want to know. And please don't answer all at the same time. So nobody wants to tell me something? Please don't leave me alone here. Because I'm not sure what else I can tell you. You like the training videos. The live streams are great. Yeah, the training videos are also the videos where the most work is in it. Because, you know, competition videos, the editing, the cutting is basically done during filming. Because I start the video when the girl comes on the floor, or when the walters run into the circle, and then I stop it when they are nearly gone from the hall. So that's what you have to just sort together later. And on the training videos, you imagine like in TA when I'm in the training room and I have half hour. The camera is running for half hour, and I don't want to have all this footage in the highlight video that I edit for YouTube. I have all the footage on the video DVDs and on my full HD videos, but for YouTube I want to make it a little bit shorter, so I have to watch all the videos that I recorded and then make cuts of the scenes that I want to keep. And this takes many hours to work. But I think it's worth the work. I also have many videos still waiting for becoming online. You know, my patrons and my channel members already can watch all these videos. But from time to time I will make some of the videos public online for everybody. How much time do you spend on editing a video? Yeah, that's literally all the time that I have besides my other work. It's hard to say. When I do a video clip for a competition video, then it's about 2 minutes work for one video clip. For example, from just a competition routine, it's 2 minutes work to prepare anything, and then 3 to 4 minutes work for the computer to encode it. But if you edit like 30 videos, then it's work of a whole day to make all these small video clips. When you edit a training video, it can take up to 5 hours to work on one video. If I want to have everything perfect, then it can even take much longer. You know, in the past I used to edit from each competition like a 90 seconds video with some highlights, fitting to music, and which I also used as the intro video for my video DVDs. And for such a video, the longest time I worked on such a video was 9 hours on a 90 seconds video. And if I edit the video DVDs and the full HD videos, it also takes many hours of work. And don't count these hours, because if I would count these hours, I would think, oh my god, you are so crazy doing all this work. You understand? So it's very difficult to say how many hours I work on the videos. I'm happy about the live streams because there's no other way to watch RG in Germany. The TV just focuses at winter sports and soccer. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. And if they broadcast rhythmic gymnastics or equestrian vaulting in TV, in my opinion, what they do is a nice work for people who don't have any idea of the sports. We know normal couch potatoes who who don't care what they are watching on TV. For the fans and for the gymnasts and coaches and judges, what the TV produces in the sports is a nightmare. I speak with so many judges and with gymnasts, and they say it's always the same on TV. When I throw my apparatus high, then the camera goes and shows the whole carpet, and I'm there as a tiny dot, and you can't even see my clubs flying in the air. So why don't they just stay focused on me, and then I do the good jumps? Because the TV always misses the good jumps when the girls throw the club high and she makes the jumps, and in that time the camera shows the complete floor and not the detail on the gymnast. All they do is super close-ups to the feet, to the eye, or to the ear, or to the bun, or to the apparatus, which is completely not helpful when you just want to see the routine in full, with the gymnast in full frame in the picture. So that's my thing. I could technically do a live stream with 2 or 3 camera point of views, camera angles, but I don't want it because it doesn't give the video not more value to have it from different points of view. Imagine you want to see rhythmic gymnastics or vaulting. You want to see the competition from the best place, and the best place is directly next to the judges. Like if you are sitting there on the judges panel and you watch the girl doing the routine, or the vaulters doing their program. So that's how the fans want to watch these sports. They want to see it from one point of view and from the best point of view. And that's what my live streams basically cover. And TV always makes this super slow-mo and 5-6 camera angles, and you completely get confused because you don't know what you are seeing, because they switch the video frame so often. But then when I got to know rhythmic gymnastics, it was also from TV. It was 1993 or something, where I saw in Eurosports the gymnasts the first time. Ekaterina Sherebryanskaya and so on. I wanted to watch the last Olympics online because ZDF promised to stream it. They forgot to show it. At least it was able to watch the ribbon routines. What can I say to that? You know, TV doesn't care about such sports that are not in of the public. They only care for football or soccer, sometimes for tennis and for the winter sports, and for, what is the name of the sport? I don't know. What is with running and with jumping and I forgot how this sport is called. How do you see yourself in 5 years? What changes do you expect to RG videos and live streams? 5 years, oh my god. I don't plan so long in the future. Sometimes I'm even happy when I plan for the next 2 weeks. Leichtathletik, danke. Leichtathletik. I don't know the English word for Leichtathletik. Can someone tell me the English word for Leichtathletik? At least someone understood my weird jumping thing. In 5 years, I don't know. Athletics, okay. Athletics, thank you. In 5 years, so far I don't plan. So far I don't plan. I don't even know if the world is still here in 5 years. You never know. My plan is to film competitions, maybe more interesting competitions. Yeah. I don't know what I can say about this. I don't plan 5 years in the future. At the moment we are planning for the first half of 2020, and we are still not, it's still everything in fluent. I don't know. I hope you guys don't mind if I use my vape a little bit, because I'm addicted to it. If you don't know what it is an electric cigarette. And I used to smoke many years. I started smoking when I was 16. And never start smoking. Please, never start smoking. Smoking is not cool. You get addicted so fast. And some years ago I switched to electric cigarette, and it helps me a lot to cover my addiction and to keep me healthy. Healthier than smoking normal cigarettes. Leichtathletik. From which countries do you guys come? I know Windgeist comes from Germany, and Barney obviously also. Chiara, I think, comes from France, am I right? Gimli from Germany. Anybody else still watching, or is it getting boring? Have you ever thought about 180 VR and how it could be used? Oh, no, not really. VR is... I don't have any experience with it, but I think it's very expensive to produce something in 180 VR. My camera doesn't even have 4K. I have my first full HD camera since 2017. Before that I have only standard definition cameras, and I think these things like 4K is only good for the public relations guys to say, look, our TV has 4K, but they don't tell you that 4K has not much practical value, because you don't have much content for 4K, and even the German public öffentlich-rechtliches Fernsehen still streams not, or still broadcasts not in full HD. They broadcast in 720p, and so even the public TVs don't use the HD completely. So why should we use 4K? 4K is good argument only on the advertising, but it doesn't have much practical use, in my opinion. I like how you film the gymnasts, especially the groups. Really? Are you kidding me? I'm very bad in filming groups. It's always groups filming is a nightmare for me, because there are 5, or even at static gymnastics, even more gymnasts running everywhere, and I have to see on my TV screen only, don't run out, don't go away, and then I have to make the lens wide open to show the whole floor, and the girls are so small because I have to see all girls. To film groups, rhythmic gymnastics or static groups, for me is a nightmare, because when I have 1 second no attention to the TV screen, I look right on my computer and look back, and as soon as I do that, one girl is running out. And you never, as I see only on the TV screen, I don't see, okay, I see only on the TV screen. You guys have to know, when I sit 14 hours at the competition, it's literally for me 14 hours watching a TV screen. Because competitions like Merepiga or in Tallinn or the Winter Cup or the Christmas Trophy, the competitions run very fast. Girl comes in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and sometimes they even meet on the floor. So I have all the time my hand on the tripod, on the remote control on the tripod, and look on the TV screen. Sometimes on the computer, then on the TV screen. Sometimes I see both, like moving my eyes from that from computer to TV screen, and I don't see what is happening around somewhere. At Merepiga, for example, there was one group. All gymnasts, all groups came from the entrance on the right. They came from the entrance on the right, went on the floor, and started. So I followed the girls going out and waited for the next girl to come in. And there was one group that was going somewhere behind something. I don't know where they even went. And they got on the floor from the other side. And as I watched only on the TV screen, I didn't see that the group was already on the floor. So I was like, oh, whoop. But to film groups is, oh. Individual gymnasts, I can film while not watching the TV screen. I work on the computer and I see in the corner of my eye the girl being in the frame. And then I can automatically with my hand follow this girl and work on the computer while then. I know people always get confused when I do that. They say, how do you do that? You fill in the order for us, the order form, and in the same time you are filming the girl and everything is okay. How do you do that? And I say, oh, it's just experience and I'm used to it. But with the groups I never can do that. At TV they try to focus at the gymnast in a very strange way and then you only see a leg or one part of the group. Yeah, that's what I said about TV. They don't care if the sports is seen good for a fan. They care only to have nice pictures, action pictures, much action. And action is for them to switch the camera position as fast as often as possible to show, look, we have 6 cameras here, we are TV, and you must love us for our work. So I think it's harder work to film a competition only from one camera. Because for the camera people, when they red light on, they know, okay, they don't care at the moment for me. When they see the red light is on, they see, oh, my camera is now live, I have to focus more. So it's harder to film a competition with only one camera. My sister asked if you have ever filmed diving. She is a diver and hates the coverage as it always cuts from the athlete. Diving is jumping into the water, right? No, I never filmed that. I only filmed sports like vaulting. I filmed some ballets, some dances, some shows on the stage shows. I filmed rhythmic gymnastics and aesthetic gymnastics, and I filmed some artistic cycling. I think in 2008 I tried 2 competitions in artistic cycling, but that's all the sports I ever filmed. I even did not film some Kunstturnen, some artistic gymnastics, or one time I was at a competition in trampoline gymnastics, but it was not quite interesting for me to film something like that. No, I never filmed diving.
yeah, you film them all together. At TV, they sometimes show just one part of the group and then you hear the crowd scream and you don't know why. Yeah, that's TV. That's TV. You know, you can, if you watch a TV broadcast of rhythmic gymnastics, just pay a little bit attention and you will see they always do the same. They always do the same. When the girl throws the apparatus, they always go and show the complete carpet with the complete hall to show the apparatus flying in the air. As if the viewer doesn't know that the apparatus is flying in the air. No, they need to show how high the apparatus flies. And then the girl does, like, let's say 3 jumps in a row, 3 leap jumps in a row, and you don't see it on TV because the gymnast was just so small on the picture. That's TV. And I've seen broadcasts where I thought, oh my god, why does the cameraman film always the butt of the gymnast? If I would be the gymnast and would see that, I would feel offended. But TV. Scream. Ah, okay, scream, okay. In 5 years he will film diving. Yay. She hopes you will try filming in diving. I don't know what to film in diving. I mean, it's... I have seen it on TV sometimes. But I think it's not so complicated to film it. When they jump, they do whatever, they flips and salto or screws or something, and then they go into the water. What should be so difficult for a camera to follow that? I don't know. Or do you mean that they go too close to the diver? I don't know. I never tried filming that, so... Also the trampoline gymnastics was not so interesting for me because to film it. To watch it, it was quite interesting, but to film it, I felt like only the camera up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. What else could you do then? Okay, in vaulting you always turn the camera in circles, okay? She's laughing and shaking her head. Okay. I'm happy that I make some of you laugh about my jokes. She says it's about the preparation and setup. I cannot say anything about that. Preparation and setup. You mean when you prepare to jump? Or what? I know TV likes to show the public, the judges, and some field reporters making blah 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 all the time. Yeah. You know, a couple of years ago we had in Germany a celebrity show created by Stefan Raab. It was the TV Total Turmspringen. That was quite funny because they made celebrities and B celebrities, B-Promis do some diving, jump diving, I don't know, Turmspringen, diving, it made a big TV show of it, made a big competition of it and showed much the preparation and stuff. Don't know if you ever seen that. Maybe the people in Germany know what I'm talking about. TV Total Turmspringen. In 5 years I filmed diving. Or maybe, let's say, pole dancing. Pole dancing is also interesting to film. I know in Germany, when you say someone, when you say pole dancing, the people think about strip clubs. But in fact, pole dancing is a very interesting sport
where the athletes do very good gymnastic stuff. They're very flexible and they make good choreographies. Just take a look at YouTube and look for pole dancing. It's very interesting sports to see and to film. So what else can I talk about? What do you want to know from me? I'm running out of ideas. Everything you ever wanted to know but you never wanted to ask. Maybe I tell you a little bit what I will do in the next days before Christmas, because I did pole dancing for a while. It was for dancing, not in a nightclub, but I stopped because I got booming at the skin. What is blaue Flecke? You mean why don't you show scores on live streams? Okay, I will explain later. Boomingsa, du meinst blaue Flecke, Windgeist, oder? What is boomings? Of course, in every sport you got some boomings every time. Boomings, bummings, blaue Flecke. At vaulting, I did vaulting quite a few years before I stopped it because I had no time. Burning. I should go closer to my computer. The text is quite small. Burning, yeah. Yeah, in every sport you do, you will get some problems. I don't know if you have ever seen the legs of the gymnast. They are covered with blue dots and with scratches everywhere. The same as the equestrian vaulters. They have blaue Flecke, blue dots, blue everywhere. And of course, at pole dancing, you get some skin burn. But imagine the girls on the competition floor. It's a carpet, and when they scratch on the carpet, they get bad wounds at the legs. I have seen that. Oh, I have seen that. Every sport you do is bad for your body somehow. On the other hand, it's good for your condition and good for your body. But of course, if you do sports, you will get some injuries every time. I don't show scores on my live streams. You mean in the lower third, in the text that I show? In the text that I show, like, for example, this is my lower third. It's too much work to put it in the lower thirds. On most competitions now there is a live scoring, especially when it's from rgform.info, I think. They always have a live scoring. So the people who watch the live stream also watch the live scoring, and it's literally too much work for just one person to do all this stuff. You know, when I film the competition on live stream, I copy, I have an Excel list, Excel file, Excel sheet, and I have one column is right, I think, yes, one column where I have set up all the information for the lower thirds. For these ones here, and I go and copy this line in my Excel list, paste it into a text file. Bruises, thank you, I didn't know the word, bruises. I copy the name to this text file, save this text file, and then I have a key shortcut where I can show the lower third and hide the lower third. But if I would do this also for the scores, this would be too much work, I think. Sometimes when there's no live scoring, I show the scores, I copy the scores to the chat of the live stream. So everybody who reads the chat sees the scores there. I hope that answers your question. If not, you can go more in detail and I will explain everything what you guys want to know. What do you think about the banning for Russian athletes during the next 4 years? Yo, interesting question. This is sport politics, and sport politics is a lot of corruption and you know, the Russians, as far as I am informed, the Russians did a systematic doping on their athletes, and it was covered by their by their government or governmental. I don't know how to explain, and then the IOC finally decided to block Russia for the next 4 years. I don't know if this would do anything to solve the doping problem at all. It was clear that this behavior, how it worked there, how the systematically governmental supported doping system worked, it was clear that there must be some kind of punishment. I know at the Olympic Games, I think it was, I'm not so informed in detail, so everything I tell you now is a dangerous half knowledge, so don't blame me if I say anything wrong. But as far as I heard from the media, the whistleblower who blamed the responsible people for this systematic doping scandal got blocked from Olympic Games, but the system after it didn't get any punishment. I don't know what to say about it. It will be very interesting because the European soccer championships, the Russians will compete as Russians. On the World Championships they will not. It's not so clear. But in this level of sports politics with IOC or with UEFA or FIFA, there's so much corruption in the system. The system is rotten from the head. So this is. I also don't like Olympic Games. I will never watch or never cover or follow or go to Olympic Games, and because Olympic Games is the corruption in its pure form. It's always the people who have to pay for these sports, namely the people of the country where these games take place. They have to pay a lot of money. They have pay a lot of taxes to cover these sports, and in the end, only the what's the name? The agencies like UEFA, IOC, FIFA will take the money from it. It's I don't like these kind of sports, and I don't support it in any case, because the sport completely lost its meaning. It's only business. Olympic Games or football World or European Championships is only business and has nothing to do with the sports anymore, in my opinion. So I was very happy when Hamburg, I think it was Hamburg, refused to have Olympic Games in Hamburg. When the people in Hamburg had to vote Olympic Games in Hamburg, yes or no, and the people said, no, we don't want the Olympic Games, And I was very happy about this decision, because that shows that at least some people are clever enough to see that it's not good for the region, it's only good for IOC, for the Olympic Committee, for the guys who earn billions of dollars with these games. Hi, what do you think about... das hatten wir schon. Are you like of the rhythmic gymnastics? I don't understand this question. Are you like of the rhythmic gymnastic? You mean, do I like rhythmic gymnastics? Of course I like it, otherwise I wouldn't film it. I spent many time filming these competitions, so I would not film anything that I would not like. Because even when they pay me good money for filming something that I don't like, I would not like it much. And when I don't like what I do it bad, and I don't like to do something bad. I'm a little bit perfectionist. What I do, I try to do as perfect as possible. And if I have to do something that I don't like, and I try to be perfect to do it, it will not work. So of course I like equestrian vaulting, I like rhythmic gymnastics, I like all kinds of aesthetic sports. I even like ice skating, figure skating, much. Ballet, and I love musicals, everything that is aesthetic and so on. It would be sad if you don't see the Averinas or Soldatova in Tokyo. No, I will not be at the Olympic Games or something like that, because at Olympic Games it's impossible for a small videographer like me to get any accreditation to film anything or even to show anything. It's impossible. There's so many rights issues, broadcasting rights, video rights, usage rights, etc. It's impossible for a small videographer like me to cover anything at Olympic Games. It's, you know, even the World Championships and European Championships, I am not allowed to film. I spoke with the FIG, I spoke with the what is the European damn, I don't remember. What's the shortcut of the European Gymnastics? UEG. I spoke with the UEG and the FIG. It's possible to cover the rhythmic gymnastics World Championships or European Championships and offer video DVDs of these competitions, and they said no, we don't want that. The only people who are allowed to film at European or World Championships is the host broadcaster. You can ask the host broadcaster to buy their footage, and then we can speak about license to use the footage as video DVD. And I said, I don't want this footage from the host broadcaster, because it's a TV team, it's a TV production company, and they make all these switches from 6, 7, 8 camera angles, and I cannot use this for video DVD. That's why I want to film these competitions myself, because when I film it myself, I know it is okay. If I need to cut anything that is recorded from TV, I cannot use this for anything. People would laugh at me if I would use material that has been shown on TV, if I use this then for a video DVD, and they say the quality is bad, we cannot see the gymnast clear, and we have seen it in TV anyway. So that's the point. I will not go to any World or European Championships because the FIG and the UEG doesn't want me to be there. That's the case. It's even difficult to be at the World Cups for me. FIG made so many problems with the World Cups for Barney and me, and with the World Championships. that I literally gave up to try to do anything to go to these competitions anymore. So no Olympic Games for me. I'm from Brazil. Okay, hola, obrigado for your question. Obrigado was in Brazil or not? In Brazil you speak Portuguese, or do I remember wrong? Or was it Argentina? I better stop talking about languages in different countries because I will make myself joke. Hi to Brazil. Yeah, that's the best answer to that. Do they really ban them? I heard that gymnasts are allowed to perform under white flag if they tested negative on doping. That's the same information that I heard. That the athletes can compete at these competitions, but not under Russian flag, only under white flag. Yeah, we have to see, but people will obviously speak for the next 4 years about this. I think with this, the Russian athletes will get even more attention than if they would not need to go competing under the white flag or under the Olympic flag. We will see. But I don't think that the problem with the doping is solved in that way. It's as long as it's possible to do doping to improve the body somehow, people will be there to find a way to dope. That's a part of the professional sports. Some people say, why you just let the athletes dope themselves how they want? If all athletes are doped, then it's fair again. But this opinion is also crazy because doping does very bad things to the body. If an athlete stops doing their sports and they did doping for many years, their body have very bad damage from this. Linoy Ashram or Dina Avrina, which do you believe will be gold medalists in Tokyo 2020? Difficult question. I cannot tell. What do you guys think? Who will win gold medal in Tokyo? Will it be Linoy Ashram or will it be Dina Averina? Let's start the question. When was the last time that a non-Russian won a gold medal at Olympic Games? I don't know. I would have to check. Does anybody know who won gold medal at Olympic Games who is not Russian? Yeah, I think it will be Dina Averina because I think it will be thrilling. Dina will be very good prepared. Yes, I think so. If she is not injured, and that's the main problem for all gymnasts, to go to these competitions without serious injuries. You know, many gymnasts have injuries. I remember in 2012 in London, when Ulyana Trofimova from Uzbekistan, she did her routine with a broken ankle. She couldn't do any jumps or something like that. That happens. If the gymnasts stay without injuries, they can do best. But if they prepare too much and injure themselves, and you know, this sport is very hard. Rhythmic gymnastics is very hard, and for every body, to cope with all this stress. And many gymnasts have injuries and ignore it and just compete. Linoy has shown that she doesn't have to be Russian to do the right thing. Yes, of course. Of course, she did. She did a very good job. I follow Linoy Ashram also since many years now. I don't even remember when was the first time I saw her. I can check on my channel. I will check out what year I first saw Linoy Ashram the first time. The good thing with YouTube is you don't need to have to remember anything. You just need to use the search engine of it, and then you see what you are looking for. So, oh, my oldest video with Linoy Ashram was from 2014. That's not very old. I thought I had filmed her earlier. Maybe I filmed her and she was just not old enough to show her on YouTube. You know, I don't show all my videos on YouTube. I just make a selection, and usually I show only the juniors and seniors, but not the pre-juniors or minis or children or something like that. The Canadian gymnasts. I just remember the Canadian gymnast. Which one was it? Lori Fung of Canada won at LA 84. Okay. Okay. At that time I was 5 years old, so it's not part of my memory. Yes, Alkina is also a very nice gymnast. She's at training always using big earphones to blend out the surrounding when she is preparing. It's always funny. You always see her in the warm-up room with this earphones. What is the English name? Kopfhörer. Earphones. I wonder, is here anybody who follows my channel because of vaulting? Ist hier jemand im Chat, der meinen Kanal verfolgt wegen Voltigieren, oder sind alle Gymnastik-Fans? Oder beides? Tell me something about you. Do you watch my channel because of rhythmic gymnastics, or do you watch it because of equestrian vaulting? Just let me know, I'm curious. Both. Okay. It's quite funny. We are just 12 people here on Livestream, but I really enjoy speaking to you. I hope you got some interesting information from me, and I hope you will continue to follow my YouTube channel. I was afraid that I start the live stream and will be there alone, speaking to myself, and nobody interested in the guy behind the camera. You know, I know most of my followers, I have nearly 40,000 subscribers, but I think most of them don't care about the person who is behind all this work, behind all these videos. I have on my channel, I think about 40, I don't know. Well, I have so many videos on my channel. I even don't remember how many it is. Let me check. But people just watch my channel, watch the videos, and don't really care about the work that is behind it and about the person that's doing all this work to show them these videos. And that's why I had the idea to talk a little bit with you, to present you the guy that is responsible for all these videos behind on my channel. I know many of you ask me questions during the live streams when I'm at the camera, and of course during competition when it's a tough time. There's no time to answer questions in detail. You know, I sit on the camera. I have always my right hand on the remote control, and if the competition is running fast, like gymnast comes in, it's finished, goes out, and at that same time the next gymnast comes on the floor, you don't have time to release the camera. You have it always on to follow the competitions many hours, and with my left hand I can type a little bit on my notebook, but of course I cannot write big sentences with just my 3-4 fingers of my left hand. So I hope you guys enjoy this live stream, and I'm thanking you very much for having time to be here. But I never saw a live stream of vaulting. I never did it, but it was riding a horse. I was riding a horse when I was a kid. So I have a lot of respect for these people who do vaulting. Yes, it's a very nice sports. I didn't do live stream on my YouTube channel in vaulting this year because I made a cooperation with Clip My Horse. Clip My Horse is the major provider for equestrian sports, for jumping, dressage, and for vaulting. They made a cooperation with me, so I produced the live stream for Clip My Horse. So when there's the live stream of German championships in vaulting, or German junior championships, or some competitions like German Vaulting Cup, Deutscher Voltigierpokal, if it's on Clip My Horse, the video feed comes from my camera. Because for me it's easier, and I get more money when I make it for Clip My Horse. When I do it on my own YouTube channel, I literally earn nothing with that. So it's a good cooperation that Clip My Horse uses my video feed for their live streaming. If you want to see a live stream of vaulting competition, then you can follow my Facebook account, and on my Facebook I will then inform everybody that I do a live stream on Clip My Horse of this and this competition. Do you show live streams of vaulting, or is the internet connection in the hall a nightmare? That's another reason why I started to cooperate with Clip My Horse, because in most riding halls there is not only bad light, but also no existing internet connection. There's only a few organizers of vaulting competitions who have a good internet connection, but mostly you have to bring your own internet connection. And because of the cooperation with Clip My Horse, they have some 4G routers with special contracts with Telekom or Vodafone, and they have no limit of the high-speed data. So when I stream a competition in vaulting, I have usually a 4G router with me from Clip My Horse to have an internet connection. That is the thing that I would not have if I would not cooperate with Clip My Horse. Then I would have to care myself about a good internet connection.
In the past, I didn't do much live streams of vaulting because of the missing internet connection. Do you think the Ukraine rhythmic gymnastic team has a chance to get the gold medal in Tokyo? I love them. Yeah, Ukraine has a very nice style in their routines. They have their own style. I like their style also much. What I not so like is that they have their music always way too loud. When you hear the music is getting 150% of the average loudness, then you know it's a Ukraine gymnast or the Ukraine group competing. But that's just a side note. I don't know. I cannot answer any of these questions if Ukraine has a chance to get the gold medal. Because in this sport also much politics is taking place. So literally I stopped caring about the scoring, about the judges, I film the competitions, I enjoy the routines, but I don't care about the scores. If you just watch the sports and don't care about the scores, then you have an easier life. Because if you see the scores and you say, why is this score so low? Or why is this gymnast so overscored? I always see this in the chat rooms that the people are fighting each other because one says, this gymnast is overscored, this gymnast is underscored, it's always so. And literally they don't have any idea how the scoring works. That it's just their feeling that this gymnast was better than the other gymnast. But if you watch the sports and you don't care about what scores the gymnasts get, you will enjoy the competition much more than if you get angry on the scoring all the time. That's what I learned. And at the equestrian vaulting, I always have a feeling what score it will come out. And my feelings most times fits it. But in rhythmic gymnastics, it is always a complete surprise how much points the gymnast gets and why not. So I don't think about it. It's easier when you just write the score, see how its scores is. You write it down, you write it in the chat room if there's no live scoring, and you don't think is the score fair or is it not fair. I think Ukraine would have possibilities, but for that to happen, they should avoid very serious falls. Yeah, that's obvious. That's the major thing. Sometimes they have not enough difficulty. Yeah, that's the thing. And I even don't know what I have to do for getting high difficulty scores. I completely don't understand the scoring at rhythmic gymnastics. I know how the scores come together, but I don't know how the judge get the points they give. Do you have a favorite group or gymnast in vaulting and rhythmics? No, I don't have a favorite. I don't. I mean, I could say my favorite gymnast was Maria Petrova, maybe. But, you know, I follow rhythmic gymnastics and vaulting since so many years. I could tell you names. Some of you even don't know who it was. But I definitely have no favorite gymnasts or vaulters. They are vaulters and gymnasts that I like because of different reasons. They are gymnasts that I not so like because of different reasons, but I don't have any favorite. I don't have any favorites. Each gymnast and each vaulting group has their own style. In vaulting, I like the team from Ingelsberg much. They are very mutig. They are very brave to try
new things that nobody even thought about it. For example, in 2004 they did this high backflip jump where the small girl on top was catched by two waters that were running behind the horse. And that was completely new, and everybody said, ooh, the Ingelsberger Todessprung, the Ingelsberger death jump, because it was obviously quite dangerous if you see it. They said, no, it's not dangerous at all. The only dangerous thing is that they don't catch me and I fall. And Ingelsberg was also the first group who did the Themenküren, theme freestyles. They made their freestyles up a specific topic and choose the music to this topic and their costumes to this topic, and literally Ingelsberg started this trend to have a Themenküren, a theme freestyle. They did Tanz der Vampire, Dance of the Vampires. It's a famous musical in Germany, Tanz der Vampire. And they used the music and the costumes and tried to show the story of this musical in a 5 minutes freestyle at that time. And that was completely new, and it was very brave to try that. The problem was they had some difficulties to show their freestyle without mistakes. I think this freestyle I didn't see any time without major mistakes, but they tried at least to do something new, and they started this trend that now groups make specific music and do their costumes and their freestyles up to this music. That's a thing that I miss a little bit at rhythmic gymnastics. The girls could be more brave to try something new. To, like, for example, who was it? Lala Yusufova? I don't remember. The the Azerbaijan gymnast that did the Charlie Chaplin routine. Who was it? Lala Yusufova? I am not sure. I have a big problem to remember names. If you tell me your name 2 hours later, I will not know the name again. That's a big problem for me. I have to write down names to keep them in my head. But when I try to remember a name, it's somewhere behind my head hidden. I had a channel like yours, but I was always punished by Google copyright policies. Do you also encounter such difficulties with your channel? Yes, I said it earlier. The music industry is claiming nearly 80 to 90% of all my videos because of the music the gymnasts used. It's a big problem, and since YouTube goes a little bit closer with the music industry, YouTube gives the music industry all tools to make their thing what they like. And the creators have big problems now, because I think YouTube is nowadays a music streaming platform more than it is a video platform. And I have the same problems. I got this year 2 copyright strikes, which was not so nice. And 80 to 90% of my videos are claimed by the music industry. So that's why I started to remove all the music that was claimed by music industry, because I don't see any longer any chance to do something with my YouTube channel when all the advertising income goes to the music industry, or when many videos of which I upload get blocked worldwide because of the music in it. So I started to remove the music, and otherwise I'm in danger to lose my YouTube channel in the future if I keep it like it is. When I keep all the music in the videos, I literally do all the work only for the music industry and for YouTube. And that's what I don't want. I need this channel and I need this advertising income to make a living from it. My videos is my major income, and I also run a computer store in my hometown, but I cannot live from this computer store alone. So that's why I'm always on tour to film some competitions, and my computer store in my home is then closed because I even cannot afford to have someone to keep it open for me. So you see my videos, my YouTube channel, my videos, my video DVDs in my online shop are my major income. Of course, the first income is we sell the photos and videos to the gymnasts on the competitions. Then the second income is the video DVDs and HD videos that I sell in my online shop. My third income is the advertising I get from YouTube. And this is going lower and lower and lower. Not only because of the copyright problems, because YouTube had in the last years different problems with some big companies leaving YouTube and don't do advertising anymore at them. There were some big problems for YouTube that they had to cope, and that we creators then finally saw. A couple of years ago it was the golden age on YouTube for every video creator to earn money, but then there came big problems because YouTube had advertising in videos that ISIS, that the Islamic State, published on their channel, and so basically Coca-Cola was paying money with their advertising to Islamic State. And that's what Coca-Cola said, hey, YouTube, are you kidding me? You cannot do this. I don't want to give money to terroristic groups. So I will leave you and will never do any advertising with you again. So that was a big problem that all YouTubers then got. And from one day after to the other, the advertising income dropped by nearly 2/3. So only 30% of what was formerly possible to earn on advertising was suddenly gone. 2/3 was gone. And that started to be on Patreon. I have a Patreon page where I have some supporters that pay me every month $5, $1 or $10 to get some advantages, and in the first place to support my work so I can continue my work also in the future. So you see, it's very difficult with YouTube and with the copyright nowadays. So Felipe, you are not alone with the problems with the Google copyright policies. Thank you, Delia, for supporting my channel. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Sorry, I need to read a little bit the messages because I'm talking so much and I don't follow the chat. As Barney says, I should watch directly in the camera. Normal. How often does it happen that people want to buy a video that was recorded a long time ago, like many months ago? It happens sometimes. Sometimes people order videos that are 10-15 years old, and I still have all my videos. I have all my video DVDs. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me turn the camera a little bit. This is my DVD collection. This is all the video DVDs that I ever did. Okay, it's not all video DVDs I ever did, because on some year I stopped doing it for my archive because this thing here, this cupboard, this cupboard is full. And you see, this is many DVDs of the last many years of work. Since 2003 to, I think the last 2016, I stopped to fill it because it is full. But if anybody needs videos that are old, I still have everything somehow. If I have it on video DVD or since the hard drives are getting the prices lower and lower, I also keep my original videos for the future. Some years ago I couldn't afford to keep all the videos on my hard drives because hard drives were way too expensive to put everything on it. So I deleted my original footage after the DVDs were finished and after my video clips were finished. Because I thought, okay, you never need this original videos anymore, so delete it to have place. But today hard drives are so cheap that it's easier to keep the videos instead of deleting them and reusing the hard disk. I have also another cupboard that is full of hard disk with all the footage I had for the last years. I need to drink a little bit. Talking too much is making my... Did you realize that Japan and Belarus have made progress in the last championships? Do you believe in a possible rise of Belarus? I didn't follow that too much, and this year I even don't was at any World Cup. I skipped all World Cups this year, so I didn't see much of Belarus or of Japan, so I cannot say anything about that. Maybe others who saw that can answer your question. I don't know what to answer about that. The new code of points is very surprising. The points have completely changed. Connections of different elements have no extra points anymore, so the gymnast will not show them. But if you see a gymnast do connections, do you will think she will get more points? I have no idea how the code of points works, what the gymnasts need to do to get their points, what the judges see to give points or to reduce points. This is something that I cannot answer at all. I have no idea how the judges work. So this question is better asked to a judge, but I don't have a judge here to answer that question. Sorry guys, I don't know. Sie war in Hyderabad, Lala Yusufova. Ja, danke Barney. Mein Namensgedächtnis. Delia Schwarzmann, really appreciate your work. Hope there's a way to work around the copyright issue for you. You really work hard. Thank you. Thank you, Delia. I really appreciate that you support my channel. I'm still thinking how I will do it in the future, because when I upload the videos, the single video clips of routines, in the form that I did it in the past years, I will get more and more problems, because the music industry will anyway claim the music in it. The video will then be claimed by them. They can block it. They can even make it that I cannot do anything to remove the music anymore. So I'm really thinking about in the future to remove the music while editing the video, or to replace the music by some music that I have a license for, you understand? So that it's not a muted video, but a video with different music than the original. But this is the only way that I can upload my videos without taking the risk to getting 2 or 3 strikes and my YouTube channel is gone. And anyway, when the music industry claims my videos, I will remove the music. So this part of music will be muted in any way. And it's getting more and more music that is claimed. I get every day around 10 to 20 emails from Content ID that this and this video has copyright material in it and will be blocked or will be monetized by the copyright owner. And it's on videos that are on my YouTube channel since 2007 or 2008. You know, I have my YouTube channel since the year 2006. You know, it's a very long time now. And now even the old videos are getting claimed by the music industry. And I get serious problems with that. For example, if this bad guy that gave me the 2 strikes finds another video with his music in it, which I cannot do anything because I don't know the music that the gymnasts or the waltzers use. It's not my fault that they choose the music. I document only what they are doing and the music that is running. But I will get the kick-ass for the music that is in the video that I recorded. Music that I didn't have any influence on it. And so that's the problem. And I think I cannot do this anymore in the future. I will in the future have to remove the audio from the video and to replace the audio with some, I don't know, some music that's neutral. But this is the only way that I can monetize my videos, that I can show the videos worldwide without getting blocked, and that I don't risk to get a strike that I lose my channel. So I hope you guys will understand that I will in the next time not upload the videos with the original audio content anymore, because the risk is too high for me to lose my channel and to lose all I have done in the last years. I hope you understand my problems. I didn't know you were earning more money with your videos than your computer store. Thought it was opposite. No, it's not opposite. It's it's a small computer store. I don't sell many computers in it. Most thing I do is service. It's repair, fixing the computers. It's repairs and software problems. But the computers got so cheap in the last years. You know, 10 years, 20 years ago, computers cost like 50,000 D-Mark, which is 25,000 euro nowadays. And a computer monitor costs around 2,000 D-Mark. And today you can get all these things in every supermarket. So from the selling of computer stuff, you don't earn anything. And with my computer store, I'm very limited in what I can do to make money. With my videos, it's even more possible ways to earn money from it. You know, it's not only that one thing that I earn money, it's a bunch of things that keep the income that I can live from. I never get rich from my videos. I never got rich from my videos, but it's enough to live from it, but not more. When I started with the vaulting videos, I started with the video DVDs of equestrian vaulting. Maybe I can show you, let me get up because maybe I can show you some. I know you're seeing my back now, but I don't care anymore. I don't find it. Let's see. This was my most successful competition ever. It was the World Championships in Aachen 2006, the World Equestrian Games, and there's no DVD inside because I need to print it anymore. This is how it looks like inside. And this competition, I had later like 300 packages sold. And that was a thing, that was good money, good earning money. In the beginning of the vaulting DVDs, I could very good live from only the video DVDs. But time is changing. You know, in the past there were videothek where you go and get a DVD to watch on TV, to make a movie evening at home. I don't know if these shops with all these DVDs still exist, because the streaming like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Maxdome and whatsoever, they completely pushed them away. So people don't go to these stores anymore to get a DVD for their movie night. They switch on the smart TV, go to Netflix and have a big videothek to watch. That's what I also do. I used to go to the videothek often. Now I have Netflix and Amazon Prime and watch the videos there. And the same is happening with my video DVDs, of course. People don't want to buy the DVDs anymore when they want that the video can be streamed on their TV somewhere. And that's something that I cannot offer except with my YouTube channel. But the time is changing. People don't buy so many DVDs anymore like it was in the past. You know, in the 10 years ago, I would not have even time to speak with you today, because it would be the Christmas shopping time for in my online store, because then many people would order DVDs for Christmas presents, and this is all going lower, lower, lower during the last years. So that's why I need to earn now money with the advertising on YouTube and with Patreon and with channel members and so on, because not many people buy any DVDs anymore, or they buy HD videos. That's the time is changing, and so I have to cope with it somehow. We all have to cope with it somehow. So let's see in the chat again. How do you choose the competitions you go to? Yeah. First of all, Barney and I give higher priority to competitions where we already have been before. Because when competition organizers invite us again for next year, it has priority. When two competitions take place at the same weekend and we want to go to both and we have to decide for one, that's a difficult thing. Then we have to carefully see what to do. And part of this calculation is also how many gymnasts will be there, how many orders did we have there last year, how many money do we have to spend to go there. You know, usually competition organizers pay us the flight and the accommodation and meals, but some competition organizers do not. So we have to, for example, pay the flight or the travel ourselves. And if there's a competition where we can earn good money and where we get paid to get there, where we get money for the flight, or when they send us flight tickets and free accommodation, then we prefer to go to these competitions, because we have to live from our work, and so we have to see which competition we can make a little bit money with. That's how we decide. But it's always difficult. We never take it easy to decide if we go to this competition or to the other competition. It's always seeing, and every time it hurts us when we say to a competition organizer, sorry, we cannot come to your competition because there is another competition that we also were invited. It's not easy. How many shelves filled with DVDs do you own? Yeah, I have this one, this big one. There's place for 288 DVDs. Yes, this number I remember. And then I have another one on the other side. I don't want to move the camera because my TV screen is there in pieces because my smart TV is broken and I have to fix it, and it looks like a complete mess on this part of my room, and my smart TV is there in many small pieces around, so I don't want to show you. I have another shelf on the other side of this room. It's making me... It's always funny because I see myself wrong flipped. But I will need to get a new shelf for the DVDs that followed after 2016. And I even don't have the time to print and burn all the DVDs. Every time when I say, okay, you have a couple of days with not much work, you can now fill up the DVDs for your archive. And then I ended up doing some completely different work, like editing videos, doing some new stuff on my YouTube channel, and I don't find time to burn and print and make all these DVDs ready for my shelf. Japan also has a RG Min's team. They are great. Yeah, I never seen that. I saw only a few videos on YouTube a couple of weeks ago. It's very interesting. It may be not everybody's thing, but they are quite good, and it's nice to see. And I also have seen Ruben Auriello from Spain, very good gymnast who have made some gala show at Miss Valentine some years ago. It was very good to see him doing that. I don't know why rhythmic gymnastics should only be for women, because men can also do that. And look at equestrian vaulting. In my opinion, the male vaulters, the male individual vaulters, do a much more interesting performance on the horse than the girls do. You know, most girls, not all girls, there were some like Christina Bö, like Joan Eccles and more, like what was the name of the Russian girl? My name memory is not working, needs an upgrade. But the most girls at equestrian vaulting, they choose some quiet music and do some I'm an elf, I'm dying in beauty, and you have to see it, and it's nearly always the same thing. While the men, they are power, and they make some show, and they present themselves in a much more entertaining way than the girls do. I don't know if you ever see a vaulting competition, look at the male individual vaulters freestyles and look at the females. And after that, remember what freestyles do you still remember. And 80% of the freestyles you still remember are from the male vaulters. It's always so. I tested it on one competition with some viewers. Tell me which freestyles you remember. And they said, this freestyle from the Hungarian guy, that was very funny. My name memory is so bad. But it came out that only 20% of the freestyles they remembered were from a female vaulter. 80% were from a male vaulter, because they are much more entertaining in the sports, I think. Of course, all do very good jobs, especially at the World Championships, European Championships. It's very nice to see all the girls and boys doing their routines. But in my opinion, the males have a little bit more entertainment way to show their freestyles. And many people will agree with me, I think. Please, someone agree with me. We know how you feel. In Germany it is the same, but it's a good thing for Max, so he can show us the nice competitions. What thing? What thing? Ah, Japan also has a great sense for RG. It is more famous than in other countries. When I was a kid, in Japanese kids were able to do RG class in normal school. Yeah, that sounds interesting. I think in Russia the school girls also do rhythmic gymnastics in school. For them it is like in Germany, football. They have ice skating and then rhythmic gymnastics. That's the two main sports in Russia, I think. That's what I heard from Russian people telling me. Thanks for live. Clarified many things. I wish there were more channels in Brazil like yours. But here we only talk about football. Yeah. Same in Germany. Same in Germany. When there was the World Championships in 2006, yeah, the World Equestrian Games here in Aachen, 2006. It was the same year when there was the football World Championships in Germany. So everybody only spoke about football. And then these championships was over, and the Walters went to all these stores who sell this fan merchandising stuff like German flags and German shawl, jacket, t-shirts, Germany, Team Germany, the German flag and so on. The stores sold these products for a very small price because the football World Championships was over and they thought nobody would ever buy these black, red, yellow things anymore. And then came the Walters, who were in Aachen at this stadium. It was around 6,000 to 7,000 viewers in this stadium. And of course most of them came from Germany. And all bought these fan stuff with the black, red and gold flag things. And so this whole stadium was completely in colors because of all this merchandising stuff. And when Germany won the World Championship in vaulting, group vaulting, when I came to my friends, it was I think 2 weeks after the World Championships in football, and I said, "Oh, I'm happy Germany won the World Championship." And my friend said, "Are you crazy? Germany did not win the World Championships." And I was like, "I'm speaking about vaulting." They said, "Oh, okay, thank you." So, more messages. Let me read. Since you are talking about making an income, what's your opinion on people using your video stream to re-upload the videos to their channels, even if they mention your channel? That's the thing I completely get crazy about. You know, I'm sitting there at the camera for 12 to 14 hours. Then someone comes and records my live stream, and during the time that I'm still doing my live stream, these people edit the video, upload it to their channel and say, "Hey, here's your video from this and this gymnast." And they get the fame. They get, maybe, I don't know if they monetize it, I don't know, but they get the fame for posting this video that they stole from my channel. And of course I don't like it. I'm losing a lot of money because of that. You know, when we are in competitions, we need to sell the photos and videos to the parents or to the gymnasts or to the coaches. And when there's someone at home recording the live stream, they don't need to buy the video anymore. So that's how I lose money, because then they come to me, want to order photos and videos and ask me, can I only buy the photos, please? And I say, why? It's just why you don't need the video? Because my brother at home already recorded it and I don't need it. And I'm sitting there and say, okay, that's the way how you ruin your business, by giving everything for free to everybody. So then I say to the people, sorry, we sell the photos and videos only in a package together, but the video has a much more better quality than what was shown on the live stream. They say, I don't care anyway, because it's okay for me, the quality. That's what make me really angry on myself and also on the people who record my videos, because I need to live from this work. I do a lot of work. It's hard work, sitting 14 hours on a competition at the camera when there's no break, no time to eat, no time to go to the toilet. And then you hear from the people, oh, we already have your videos, we downloaded your live stream, we recorded it, we don't want your videos, but thank you for the work. That's a thing I need to change next year. I cannot do this anymore. I make my own business bad by giving everything for free, and the people are laughing in my face and say, it's your fault that you give the videos for free. You know, it's a difficult situation, and I have to think about it, how to cope it. And the other thing is, because of the content ID problems, you know, when the music industry claims your video because of the music, you are losing all your rights on your own video. That means you cannot set content ID to find videos that are copies of your videos, because you lost your claim to the music industry completely. So the automatic system will not find any copies of my videos. I can only see if there's a copy of my video somewhere online when people tell me, Mark, look, there's a copy of your video. Did they take it from your live stream? And then I have to manually claim the video is mine. I have then to prove to YouTube that this is my video. I have to prove it by showing them that time of my live stream video where this sequence of the video is inside, so they can compare. It's not enough that I have my logo on the side here, or here, no, here. I have my logo here. It's not enough for YouTube to see there's a video with my logo in it. I have to prove for them that I own this video, that I originally created this video. That's another big problem for me, because I lose the rights to claim the videos that are stolen from me. And the music industry, it's a funny situation. It's crazy. When this video that was stolen from my live stream is claimed by the music industry, and also the stolen video is claimed by the music industry earns two times money for advertising, one time from my original and one time from the video that was stolen from me. Isn't it great? So in the future I need to change something with the live stream. What do you guys think when I would do the live streams only available for my $5 patrons and my €5 channels members on YouTube? What do you think? Would that be okay? Would that be fine for everybody to pay €5 a month or a single time to watch my live streams? Or would they say, oh, I'm angry on you, I wanted everything for free? What do you guys think? I think €5 is still very low price for all the quality and all the work I do. But I have to change something, because I cannot do this anymore with the live streaming for free, and the people are stealing my videos from the live stream and laughing in my face and say, yeah, we don't need to buy your videos anymore, we already have it. So I need to change something with that. Or if there's a competition organizer that wants me to live stream the competition, maybe when they find a sponsor who will, let's say, pay €250 for each competition day, and for that gets advertising in my live stream, then I can keep it free for all. But somehow I need to compensate the loss that I have because people are stealing the videos from my live stream, you know. It's a big problem for me, actually. So let's read. I hope I answer your question as good as possible. If you have any, if you still have questions, just let me know and give me some feedback so I know that I'm talking okay, or if I'm talking only bullshit. I don't know. You have to give me some feedback. I read now, since you're talking okay. Do you decide if you film from the right or the left corner, or this is something that the staff of a competition decide for you? Sometimes the wrong corner is a problem for photos and videos. Do you agree? Yes, of course. The choice of the corner is always important. And we go to competition hall and we see the settings. We see first from which place come the gymnasts enter the floor. Then we try to be on the opposite corner, because it's then easier to film when they come directly into your direction instead of coming from the other side. We see if the public can reach us easily, because during competitions people can come to our camera place and place order and give me money for the photos and videos they want to order. And so it's important that people from the public can come directly to my table to take the orders. Then we see how is the background. Is there like a black curtain in the background if we are on that corner, or if there is there a public tribune on the background if we are in the other corner. That's all things we have to decide. Sometimes we cannot decide because they already built the music, let's say music computer stuff on one corner, and we can only use the other corner for it. But many times we look and then decide case by case on which side of the carpet we want to be. For example, yesterday in Wemmel at the Christmas trophy, we decided to be on the left side of the judges panel, because from that side it was closer to go to the toilet and it was closer for the public to come to our camera place. All these questions are important. Also, the background was on the left side more difficult than it would be on the right side. Hope that answers your question. And thank you for your question. Magicalia de Cera. I don't know how to speak it right. The Legend of Neshku. Do you have the same problem with stolen videos? Yeah, that's an interesting question. What do you guys think when you upload videos and you see the video was taken and uploaded somewhere else? What do you think then? What would your answer be? Yeah, you don't do live streams. Okay. Yes, of course. Everybody is annoyed when someone works hard to produce something and then some other people steal it to earn the fame for it. That's not okay. And that's a case where copyright is a good thing. All the talking about the music industry and so, please don't get me wrong. I am totally pro copyright. Copyright is very important nowadays, especially in the digital world. only the politics how to use copyright is at the moment in YouTube completely unfair. It would be totally okay for me if music is in my videos and the music industry gets a part of the advertising income. When it is like 50-50, 50% goes to the music industry, 50% goes to the video creator, and then it would be fair. Then it would be okay. Then no creator would have any problem. When the music industry says, okay, we are fine with that, we take 50% of the income, you take the other 50%. Okay, YouTube always gets its share, but let's only talk about the music industry and the creators. When it is like this, when it's a compromise between both, between the rights and the interests of the video creator and the rights and interests of the copyright owner of the music, if this is a balance, then it's okay. But at the moment, it's not a balance. In the moment, the music industry gets all and the creator gets nothing. And then I can't understand if someone takes the music, makes, for example, the background of the CD cover and makes this music with only a small picture, not moving, a still picture, as a video and uploads it. And then you can see the 100% of this content is only this music, this piece of music. Then I can understand when the music industry comes and says, okay, this video has only the meaning to show our music, so we claim 100%. But in cases where, for example, it's dancing videos, when there's music in it, competition dance, Latin, and what is all this folk dance or something, in that case it should be balanced between the interests of the video creator and the interests of the music industry. And in my case, the same. I'm a sports journalist. I cover rhythmic gymnastics and equestrian vaulting. As a journalist, you have to document the reality as it is without changing much, without changing the meaning of what you show. And that taken, and that I don't have any influence about the music that is used in my videos, because the athletes choose the music. I only record what the athletes do. And in such a case, it should be some balance between the music industry, the interests of music industry, and the interests of myself. Because for me it's like I'm getting punished that the gymnasts use music and I have this music the gymnasts used in my videos. That's also with the strike that I got. I got a strike, and the strike is like you did a serious crime on YouTube. I got a strike for a video that is showing a group of vaulters that performed their freestyle to a music they choose, which I completely had no influence on it, which I completely would never use it for the music, for a video. And in that case, I cannot understand why I get punished, because the athletes use music for their sports and all I do is to document what the athletes do. And that's a big problem with YouTube at the moment. There's no balance between the interests of video creators and the interests of the music industry. YouTube gave the music industry 100% einen Freibrief, alles to do everything they want. You understand me? That's why I have this problem since many years now, but it's getting worse in the last months and weeks.
So, what else do I read in the chat? I cannot talk so much and read chat, so I always have to find the place where I am. I think it's right thing to take money for live streams. For real, I'm surprised you do them for free. Yes, that's what many people also told me. Why do you do everything for free? When the people come to a competition, they have to pay entrance fee to see the competition. And also some competition organizers say, oh, we don't want to have live stream because when you do a live stream, the people stay at home and don't come to our competitions. Okay, this is also completely nonsense, because nobody who is able to go to a competition would stay at home because there's a live stream. When they want to go to a competition, they go to a competition even if there's a live stream or not. But many people say you have to take money for the live streams. I know on Clip My Horse they do the live streams for free, but only in small size in the browser. And if you want to see it in full size, you have to pay a fee for it. And I think this is the only way to monetize this content, and to, on the other side, not to lose too much because people stealing the video from the live stream. And I also think €5 is something that can everybody spend, that can everybody afford. Also on the competitions, we sell our photos and videos to the gymnasts for a very, very low price. Like €20 when gymnast has only one routine, or €30 when she has more routines. It's a very, very low price, so really everybody could afford it. And also for the memory in the future, it's very important to keep these photos and videos. And even then people say, I don't want to buy your video because it's already recorded from the live stream. You understand? So some people are just not willing to pay money. They think everything has to be for free. Or for example, it's a good example. In Wemmel at Christmas Trophy, there was one mother wanted to get the photos and videos of her daughter, and for the price of €30. And Barney had his calendars. You know, Barney makes every year calendars for the next year. He has one calendar for groups and one calendar for individuals. You guys have to check Barney's online shop and look for this calendar. It's a very fantastic photos inside, and every rhythmic gymnastic fan will love these calendars. Barney has a box of these calendars with him, and it was below our table, and we had a paper calendar, €10 on our table, next to Barney's calendars. And this mother thought she would get for €10 a calendar with the photos of her daughter. And we were like, okay, she doesn't know how much work and how much cost it is to produce a calendar. And I answered to her, if you order 200 calendars of your daughter, then Barney could be thinking about it to create one. Because I know Barney takes many, many days to prepare the calendar, to make everything perfect, and he always sends me the calendarium to check it, if the calendarium is correct, and to check every name that he wrote, and I have to find and tell him what has to be corrected. It's a lot of work to produce these calendars, and but some people think that it's worth €10 to produce a calendar with pictures of their daughters. That's the world of today. Your answers are great, thank you. Thank you, Alex, Daniel, Jakimenko, Alexei. Oh, you have a long name. Why do you have such a long name? Alex, Daniel, Yakimenko, Alexeyev. Thank you very much. I'm happy you guys like my answers. As it is the first time I do something like this, I was really excited to start. And now I'm a little bit not so excited anymore. It's like you are sitting next to me and I speak to you. But you cannot answer me, you can only send me a message to answer. So
it's quite interesting because I can talk and talk and talk and talk, and you cannot say stop, but you can just leave if you want. What is your favorite Mark? Oh, moment. Woo, woo, woo. Mark, I think paying for a live stream could be a good idea, but personally I'm working on weekend days, so what can I say, lol? I am also working on weekend days. But you know, my $10 patrons and my €10 members on YouTube, they get all live stream replays exclusive. So I record the live stream while it takes place on my notebook, also make a local copy of it, and then I go and upload it to YouTube or to my web server. I started to doing it on my web server the last 2 competitions because of the music problems, of course. And they get access to the complete recording of all live streams in their $10 or €10 membership. So they can watch the recording of the live stream at any time. So if you are not able to watch the competitions live, then you can also watch it later, or you can order video DVDs. I would be very happy to sell some video DVDs. And my video DVDs, you can choose exactly each routine you want to see in a new DVD menu. I don't know how to say it in English. What is your favorite competition? That's the same thing as to ask what is your favorite gymnast or what is your favorite something. I don't have any favorite competition. It has been so many competitions. I have good memories to the World Equestrian Games 2006, not only because it was my most profitable competition ever, but it also was quite funny. It was in the dressage stadium in Aachen. The photographers had to be in a small area where they took photos, and because they had the judges tables and the advertising of Rolex everywhere, there was only a spot like 5 meters where you could really see most of the competition floor of the Wettkampfzirkel, competition circle. And so let's say all photographers there came each other very close. It was quite funny, and we had a nice time there in Aachen at the World Equestrian Games. Another competition I have good memories was in the same year in Munich. There was the European Junior Championships and a CVI, an international competition, and we had so wonderful fun and parties there. It was a nice competition. I got really drunk on one evening. You know, the Bavarians, they drink like Russians. They drink beer and they don't get drunk. And I got a little bit drunk, and I was sleeping in the place, in the Anlage, in the place where the competition also takes place. They have guest rooms, and I stayed there, and on the next morning I had such a big head, and I was filming the male technical test, and I was like, oh, I'm dying. And on the evening we had party again. It was so funny. I have many favorite competitions, but I cannot say what is the one favorite competitions I had. Whoa, I also watch your videos, but I think I also watched pieces of them on other channels. I thought the people would ask you if they can use it. Not really. No people really ask me, can I use your videos? Sometimes they say, hey, I used part of your videos for mine videos. Here is my video. Is it okay for you? And then I say, okay, when I say no, it's not okay. Would you then remove the video you edited? But if they use only small parts of it, then it's okay for me. But if they take really, there was one channel that literally recorded whole live streaming, made all routine in single videos and re-uploaded them. And that's the thing where I say, hey, what the are you doing? You didn't ask me anything. You just took my live stream and uploaded it to your channel to get more subscribers and more fame. And I have the work and you have the fame. Is that okay for you? And when I explain it to these people and say why it is not okay for me if they use my videos, then most of them understand my point of view. Most of them then remove the videos, and some people just say, I don't care what you are saying. And then that's a case where I have to ask my channel partner, my channel network, to remove these videos from the channel. And in that case, these guys get a strike from me. Because when they have their complete channel full with my videos and don't even think that's not okay, then they have to cope the consequences. That's what I say. Copyright is not a bad thing. It's, in my opinion, it's a good thing. And it's good that creators, video creators, music creators are somehow protected, that it's not going Wild West. But it has always to be balanced somehow. I think we are all torn between broadcasting a sport we love and it's not really on TV, but in the same time that's a lot of work, so it's good for people to understand. Yeah. See on Instagram how many people share videos, delete names and put their names on screen, so they know why it is important to put your name as it. Thought they deleted. Yeah, that's what I say. Copyright is very important, especially nowadays where it's very easy just to copy some music and videos with just a few clicks or just with a few shortcuts on the keyboard. So it's not bad to have copyright. It's a good thing for me, I think. But the way it is used on YouTube policies with the music industry is not good. Because it's not balanced. It's only the music industry and YouTube profits from 80% of the videos that I create. And that's not okay. That's, let's say, I cannot find any comparing at the moment, but people with a good mind know it's not okay when you do a lot of work and some other gets all the money for it. And YouTube says, oh, you have to cope with it. You can delete the video if you don't want that. That's not a thing how balance works. Thank you for amazing live streaming. Welcome, Fly Gymnastics. Now all these famous YouTube channels are in the chat. Really? I don't know how many people are watching at the moment. I see it's 11. 11 is not so big number. I hope next time it will be more, but as I told you, I have 40,000 subscribers and most of them are only interested to watch my videos that I produce and not seeing me in front of the camera. Or maybe they have something better to do and will watch later. I don't know. But I would do this also if there's only one being in the live stream. I also do this when I do in a competition. I would also do the live stream if there's only one viewer watching it at home. I'm not doing this for fame, just I'm doing this for you people. Oh, hello! There's someone new. Hello, Sansara.
RG Superfan, hello. Thanks for replying. Thanks for your answers. First, I admit I rarely watch replays because I have a problem. I'll do it later and never do it. But talking with you motivates me to subscribe. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I hope I will have the 40,000 subscribers full this year. Because I'm now at 39,596. So it's only like 404 subscribers, and then I have 40,000. I don't get anything for 40,000 subscribers, but it's a nice round number then. Did you guys know that YouTube gives to all YouTubers that have 100,000 subscribers a silver plate, a silver YouTube button plate? It's like a trophy for getting 100,000 subscribers. I didn't know that before until I saw a live stream replay of someone who got this button. Yeah, I have also this problem when I say I will do it later, I will do it later, I will do it later, and later I say again I will do it later. In my room it's now a little bit mess because my TV screen is broken and I have to repair it tomorrow when the spare parts come. Yes, I'm a computer specialist and I can fix computers and I can fix smart TVs that broke. It's quite more cheap than to buy a new TV screen every time the TV screen breaks. And I also have here on the floor a bunch of DVD cases which I need to sort out because I really think that the printed and burnt DVDs from 2011 nobody will order anymore. So I will just get rid of it and clean up everything so I don't have all this mess around anymore. But it's also like, I do it later, I have to go to competition tomorrow, I'll do it later. I know it's hard, sometimes hard to motivate yourself. Things nowadays, kids don't understand that you have to respect the original creator and not take those videos without permission. Yeah, that's it. And I prefer to explain to them in a calm way, to tell them my point of view and why it is not okay if they take the videos. I know most people who take videos from me and upload it to their channel are just kids who don't know it better. And to these kids I have to explain then why it is not okay, what is the problem with that, why I lose money when they do this, and ask them kindly to remove the videos. And if they say, yes, okay, and I see now your point of view, I didn't know that, I will not do this anymore. That's for me better than I just go and say, hey, let's strike this guy to delete the channel and he's using my videos, please delete this channel. I prefer first to talk with the people, to tell them why it's a problem for me. And if they say, okay, I didn't understand that, I didn't see that before, now I understand you, then it's better for both sides. The people don't feel like I made YouTube delete their channel. One time I had to do this because this person was not responsive at any. He was not a nice person. So that was one time that I had YouTube to remove complete channel with 3 strikes because this person was not able to learn anything or to understand anything. But normally the people, when they understand what I tell them, they will do what is best for them and for me and for their channel. Also, adults don't understand that work has to get paid. Yeah, that's especially, I think it's especially in Germany the case that we have some supermarkets like Mediamarkt or Saturn who say Geiz ist geil. That means it's a good thing not to pay money for anything, to pay much money for anything. So
people get used to get everything for free. We have free TV on TV. We have the newspapers give their articles for free on their websites. That's the thing. In the past, all media, all newspapers thought they would earn enough money with advertising in their articles to give the articles for free. But they learned that this doesn't work, because people using ad blockers, so no money for advertising. And that's why they started to make a money barrier. So Zahlschranke auf Deutsch in German. So that the subscribers need to subscribe to the website or to pay money for each article if they want to read it. And if they would have started from the beginning to monetize this content in the correct way, to let the people buy for the articles, then the acceptance at the people would be higher, that quality news, quality journalism, quality videos have their price that has to be paid. But because everything was for free in the internet, they said everything is free in the internet. And that made the acceptance break, that content has to be created. Creation costs time and money and work time, etc. And it has to be paid somehow. By advertising, by memberships, by paying for each, let's say, journalistic articles. That's what the people have to relearn, that the internet is not free for all, that there are people doing their work and expect to be paid for their work, and not to give everything for free. That's what we all have to learn in the future. If I want to watch Netflix, I pay every month money for it, and then I can watch it. And that's why the people have to accept it. But fun fact is, when they want to watch football, everybody accepts to pay much money for watching football, because football is so a big thing that they have to pay for it. But everything else has to be for free im internet. I think this is great. Speak directly to you and you answer questions we have always wanted to say. Yeah, that's why I do this live stream for you. Because during competitions I never have time to answer any questions in detail. And I'm talking and talking and talking and talking so much. I think Barney is wondering how I can talk so much, because when we are sitting together at a competition, I don't speak much at all. Only when there's a problem, when I have a question, or when I speak with a customer. But nobody's used to me to speak so much. Maybe that is because many people speak when other people start to speak, I automatically stop speaking, because I cannot speak same time when I want to listen to someone. So now nobody is here to interrupt me, so I can speak and blah 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 blah. I hope you enjoy it. I'm quite interested in what you guys think. Yeah, 100,000 subscribers soon. I hope so. It took me only... How old is my channel? It's from 2006. From 2006, guys. And so it takes me 13 years to get nearly 40,000 subscribers. So I hope it doesn't take another 13 years to get to 80,000. On the other hand, 80%, really, 80% of my video views come from people who have not subscribed my channel. Who I don't know how they find my videos. I don't know what makes it happen that they see it. Maybe they search for specific gymnasts. I don't know. But only 20% of my video views comes from people who subscribed my channel. If all the 80% that watches my videos would also subscribe to my channel, I would be at 500,000 soon. Maybe they are afraid to get too much advertising when they subscribe. I don't know. Or they generally don't. I also don't subscribe to many channels. There are only a few channels that I'm very interested to watch. As far as I know, there are not much videos of artistic swimming. Wow. What should you film at artistic swimming? I mean, it's quite difficult because half of the action takes place below the waterline and you cannot see what is happening there. I have seen artistic swimming, but I never thought of filming it. I even don't know. I have seen on Facebook a girl that does artistic swimming, and I saw some photos of her, but basically it was some legs that were out of the water and something like that, so I would not know what to film there. You have a wondered question for Barney. Why isn't he on the live stream? Yeah, because Barney lives in Oberwesel, which is quite 200 kilometers from here, and he preferred to go home after this long competition day yesterday, so he's not here. But if you guys are interested to hear Barney's question, Barney's answers, maybe I can do in the future do a live stream with Barney together. If you guys are interested to ask Barney many questions. It's not a problem, it's only a problem of timing and to be in the same room at the same time. Then we could do that. I think Barney would also be excited to answer all your questions. He loves to tell many stories, many anecdotes of competitions, and so I'm pretty sure if I ask him, he will be happy to be in my live stream. I don't know if he's still watching. Maybe all this English talking is annoying him. If you're still here, Barney, people want, wenn du noch hier bist, Barney, die Leute wollen gerne, dass du auch mal im Livestream Fragen beantwortest. Have you considered making videos of other sports? Yeah, figure skating, there is already enough people that cover such competitions. And it's also a problem with timing. You know, the year has only a few numbers of weeks. 7 to 20, 52? 52 weeks, I think. And competitions always find place at the same weekends. That's not easy. And if you then add a third or fourth sport, like let's say artistic cycling, for example, when should I do all this? When should I do all this? Last year, in 2018, I filmed like 29 competitions, and I was completely exhausted. I was really short before burnout syndrome at the end of the year. That's why I said, okay, this year I will not go to the World Cups, because on one hand there's always problems with the FIG, on the other hand I need to make a little bit slow down, because it's not healthy to travel 30 weeks in a year to be in stress on competitions. That's also a thing that you have to consider. If you make every weekend a competition, you will never have time to work everything out, and then the work gets more and more and more. And when you then have a free week or something like that, you are working like crazy to finish all the work you still have from the older competitions. That's I have to consider very, very careful if I am able to cover competitions, if I am able to cover this competition more and then one more competition and one more competition. That's always you have to keep in mind, because Barney and I, we are no robots. We are humans, and we are really exhausted now after 3 weeks competitions in a row. And I did not even start to edit any of the videos I filmed in the last 3 competitions. Of course, yesterday the competitions, I did not even copy it to my other hard disk, the videos, because I was sleeping today quite long and needed to sleep. And from Winter Cup I did not even have the scores in my Excel sheet. And from Merepiga Tallinn I have to start working now in the next days till Christmas and after Christmas to finish everything. It's very much work to edit the videos after the competition is finished. You know, when the competition is finished, my job begins. Literally. Not to say we had quite a few orders at Wemmel, at Christmas Trophy, and I still have to process all the orders first. I have to look for Barney's photos to sort everything correct, that I can make the orders ready to send out to the parents that paid for the money for the photos and videos. So that's what I will do. Let me see. Oh my god. We are talking now for 3 hours and 40 minutes. Whoa, that's a long time. I think I will later do this when my dinner is prepared. I have to see. Many work. It's always work that people don't see when they see the results later. Where do I live? I live near Düsseldorf. It's a small city called Erkrath, and it's at the barrier to Düsseldorf. Düsseldorf is a small village next to Cologne. If someone is from Düsseldorf and Cologne, you know what I mean. Oh, I have, of course, funny anecdotes, but now at the moment I don't remember any specific anecdote that I can tell. So maybe next time, when I have a nice anecdote, I will make a note for the next time when I do such a live stream. I hope I will do such a live stream again. I hope you people enjoyed my live stream so far. But I think for now we should come to an end a bit, because I need to prepare dinner and to tidy up here my stuff a little bit. I have still part of my equipment in my car, because I arrived at 3 o'clock in the morning here from Christmas Trophy. So maybe I will do this kind of live streams regularly. Maybe I will next time be on my other computer, where I can also show you my screen of the computer to show you something. Maybe I will live stream with Barney, and Barney will answer your questions, and I will translate, obviously. And maybe people say, oh, you're boring, we only want to see your videos. I don't know. But what is your favorite sports? Which of sports would you do it? I did for a long time equestrian vaulting. I started vaulting when I was 25, and I finished vaulting not 100%, but I think it doesn't make sense anymore, because I don't have time to go to my trainings anymore. This year I was not a single time at trainings, because I was always traveling and always working. If I would do a sport, I would do equestrian vaulting, and what is also interesting would be ballet. I would think that would be a good sport to do. Not as professional dancer or something like that. But I think if you learn ballet, you learn a lot to control your body and to have a good, you know, a good body handling. But I don't have time to do all these spots. Literally. You have to fix dinner too. Yeah. Very welcome, RG Superfan. So for now I will come to an end, and I hope you guys will have a wonderful Sunday. What is still left of the Sunday. A friend of me will come soon, and she will hopefully cook something to eat. So please, if you did not already, click on the subscribe button and consider about being a channel member. I'm very happy to have you guys here and that you are interested to meet the guy behind the camera that brings you all these videos to you and all the live streams. So, danke very much and have a great evening. Thank you, you too. Evaristo, Toda, Aida, Rahmat, Rahmet, Obrigado, Spasiba, I don't know. Merci, merci, gracias, grazie. So, have a nice evening and see you next time on competitions or on live stream or on comments on my videos. Have a nice day. I wish you bye bye.